welcome to another rendition of Theatre Investigative Team Show. We are live in a crude but interesting way of doing our show for now. Well, I'm with my co-host Robert Marinsky. Hello, Robert.
What up?
Rob is a big gamer and
What you call me?
a gamer. You're a player. Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Wait, you got it backwards.
Yeah, well, that's what. No, that's what you have to hate the gamer. Don't hate the player, hate the gamer. So, Rob, we were going to do our solo review and everything Star Wars, and Rob decided, why don't we have a Star Wars game? I said, you're the master of control. I'll let you handle all that. So, Rob got this game called Bounty Hunter. It looks pretty fucking dope. I love all the Star Wars games. I don't care if people, you know. This is an older game. What year did this game come out, Rob?
I want to say 98.
98.
No, wait a minute. It's GameCube. It had to be post 2000.
Wow.
So this might be 2002, 2003.
It's pretty dope, man. You know, because they're going to look at all the old Star Wars archives, right, and photos when they made this to emulate it.
Yeah, no, this has old school. This is part of the prequels, but this is one of the things out of the prequels that was good.
Right.
That came out that was good. This is the story of Jango Fett.
Right.
And how he was hired by Count Dooku and other bounty hunters hired by Count Dooku.
Right.
To take down the Band Orgora. You know, whoever gets the prize winds up becoming the clone.
Right.
So it's how he gets the job, basically. Playing through this, and it's really well done. The cutscenes are excellent. It's better than any of the prequels as a movie, as far as I'm concerned. So, but that's not really why we're here. This is just what's on in the background for everybody. We're here to talk mostly about our experience watching Solo. We saw last week, and we haven't had a chance to talk about it to you guys. And then, you know, as we do, talk about a million other things, but mostly I want to concentrate on the things that I like about Star Wars. You know, some of the things that we hate.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever the audience wants to talk about, you know. So, Solo. How do you want to...
Solo.
How do you want to start that off?
How would you like to start that off?
How would you describe Solo?
Boring.
Yes.
It was fucking boring.
Boring kids movie.
How is the audio in this?
The audio is very good.
They can hear us well?
They can hear us very well. They can hear everything.
Angelito, sir, how are the levels?
Everything sounds fine.
Mr. Angelito, #1 fan. We'll have you on the show. We'll have Angelito on the show. He's like our loyal fan.
He's the one that knows more about movies. He's seen more movies.
Oh, he's the movie guy? Oh, you're definitely coming on the show, man.
I keep telling him to do his own podcast.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll encourage you to do your own show, man. Crossover. Boring. Absolutely fucking boring.
A boring kids film.
You turn to me and you go, "Is this a kids film?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
Was it supposed to be a kids film?
Shit! I was like, "Damn!" And it just It was a laser bolt right to my head. I was like, "Oh!"
All of a sudden,
I was like, "Rob is so right."
It woke you up, right? It was like, "Oh!"
I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "That's great."
We did just watch a kids movie.
I was like, "Damn, Rob's good, man." Yeah, and they made Han Solo like a jerk off. He was like, he was unsure of himself, and I'm like, Han wasn't that on. Han would just get himself in some blunders sometimes.
I understand.
That's what he gets in,
I understand the concept of showing Han as a rookie.
Yeah, but they made him look like a real. They made him look like.
They oversimplified it.
Nah, they did a bad job because he looked all cool and cocky when he was riding his.
All right. Well, you know what? Here, let's start off with the positives.
The score is awesome.
There were moments where I didn't think it fit, but it was still cool. Like if I was listening to it on its own, I would like it very much. The music was done very well.
I was listening to samples on iTunes the other night,
It's just
nice
that
and
while
baked.
watching the movie, there were certain scenes where the music just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
But I did like the music. So in other words, I could go and buy the soundtrack and listen to that, and it was great. It was it was different. It was definitely different. And I'll give them credit for trying that. You know.
Yeah.
They took a chance with that, and I think it worked for the most part.
I just don't like how they Han Solo was perceived.
Yeah.
Like take for instance in Star Wars when they're in the Death Star and he gets all cocky and he starts charging the stormtroopers because there was only a couple of them.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like more come and he's like, oh shit!
And he's got to turn.
That's
around
classic
and run away.
Han.
Yeah.
He's all cocky. He gets in the situation.
He bites off more than he can chew.
He bites off more than he can chew. They made him like a real like chicken shit dork in here. Like,
Right. But he was still biting off more than he could chew, though. So
He wasn't.
they kept that.
I don't know. I didn't even. Did you like his performance? I think they could have found another actor.
I thought I was going to hate his performance.
I mean, he
more
pulled,
than anything.
He pulled it off.
And I walked out saying, "Okay, he did okay. He was okay." Except there was turn that down. There was
I'm trying to do something.
there was a problem that I had, a major problem with him.
retarded.
And it seemed like any time he was expressing any kind of emotion, it seemed like he just ran a mile.
Yeah.
And he hadn't done anything but stand up. And he's just, and it stuck out to me like a sore thumb. It was just like, and mostly because watching on the big screen, you hear everything, you see everything
Right.
larger than life. So it really stuck out. Yeah, it was almost like, I don't know, like, was that a technique he used to show emotion? Like, he had to be out of breath? Like, dude, you didn't do anything. Like, you didn't exert anything physical to warrant that kind of physical performance. So maybe that's just the lack of his being able to show emotion.
Right.
You know? Some positives, I thought a lot of the design choices were done very well. Emphas Nest costume design was excellent. Some of the locations were excellent. I loved where they not the scene where they played poker, but the actual set and the costume design of what was going on there. But the big problem is that you couldn't see anything because the whole fucking movie, the cinematography's awful. It's just awful. Everything was so fucking dark. It felt like you couldn't see anything until like the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie where they're outdoors in the sun. And if it wasn't for being outdoors in the sun, that probably would be fucking dark as piss anyway. Couldn't see a fucking thing. What was his name? Dreyfus? The bad guy?
Oh.
What was his name?
What did he look like?
Dreyfus or whatever? The rich guy.
Oh,
that they were working for.
Not Devros. No, that's from...
Davros?
Yeah, no.
Exterminate.
No,
Exterminate.
Devros is also in Westworld, too.
Yeah. They have a Devros or Davros? Davros is Doctor Who.
Devros.
Devros.
I think
okay,
it's...
so maybe it's a nod to Doctor Who?
Who knows?
Exterminate.
Exterminate. Yeah, we should do a Doctor Who episode.
You know what? I'm not that well versed in Doctor Who.
It's all right. I'll show you some stuff.
Not like there's so much of it.
Good British sci-fi.
There are people much more qualified than me to talk about Doctor Who. But yeah, the cinematography was awful. I thought a lot of the action scenes
were dope.
Yeah, but didn't you notice the camera was too fucking close, man? Like, back the camera up. Can I see what the hell is happening? Whenever there was physical choreography, the camera was too close. Whenever it was like ships and trains and stuff, then the camera was back and showed us everything.
Right.
But whenever there were like people in a scuffle or anything like that, the camera was too close. Even in the poker game scene, like the screen, it was just right on top of Lando. Back off just a little bit and show us, the people going on to his left and right and behind him, And it felt like the camera was just work was really dry, Don't stray too far from this area and don't shoot anyone because I have a few bounties in this area that I want to collect on.
Hey man, let's go walking.
Yeah, Christopher.
Ooh. Walking down the path of the righteous man.
So, any other positives?
I feel like walking. I feel like going for a jog. Hey man, what's up? Positives.
I like to stick with the positives first, then we can shit all over it.
Yeah.
And then when we get tired of that, we can talk about anything else Star Wars you want to talk about.
I like that angle there. Yeah, cool.
I'm making too much noise with this wrapper, but I gotta eat this snack.
I thought the score was good. I liked the you know, I like when they try to steal the train car. That was cool.
Yeah, a lot of that was really good.
Yeah, that was good. The Kessel Run's dope. All that shit's cool. They're always going to do good on the aesthetics of Star Wars. They won't fuck that up. The costumes,
a few things.
Oh, what I loved is when they were at the entry hallway, the big room where it was the
Imperial lobby.
Yeah, the Imperial lobby for the border.
Yeah,
was dope. I was like, dude, this looks just like it should be in Star Wars.
It did feel old school.
Oh no, it was total. I was like, this could be a scene from fucking Star Wars.
Yeah,
they matched that up.
Yeah, that was cool.
More than they did, I think, in Rogue One. Rogue One, they got some cool shit in it. But that scene specifically, I was like, this looks like it was in fucking Star Wars, and it didn't make it to the final.
The last 10 minutes of Rogue One was belonged in in the Star Wars movie. Like
I mean,
Star Wars should open up with that scene.
Oh, I mean, yeah, totally. I mean, the biggest thing, just to go off on a tangent here, the biggest thing about Rogue One is everybody talks about the Vader scene. That's number one thing they always talk about. The Vader scene, the Vader scene, the Vader scene, the Vader scene.
Because it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I mean, like, any Star Wars person's like, oh my god.
There's nothing to complain about in that scene.
No, yeah.
Everything was done right. The cameras, the lighting, the sound effects, the music, the pacing, the action.
Nobody ever
perfect.
saw Vader in action going ballistic. Ever. You saw it in comics, and you read it in games, but you never saw it on the screen through Star Wars, through the actual licensing of the fucking story.
Star Wars game where
concept.
they're wiping out the Jedi. No, who's developing it? This is, by the way, this is our friend Izzy's brother.
Izzy's brother. Is he the one who came to the game show?
Venom. Yes. Oh yeah, you've met. You guys know each other.
Yeah. I gave him a pin, man.
The arcade pin.
Yeah. Hey, that's right. I can go this year now.
Oh, awesome. That's right.
Yeah.
It's at the Meadowlands.
Are we doing one day or two?
It's definitely gonna be. It's definitely gonna be all of us again. There's no way that these guys aren't going.
Yeah.
And Sarah definitely want to go.
We'll do a reunion. Dude, we'll get shirts made and give them out. Why don't we get shirts made and give them out outside?
What, tit shirts?
Yeah.
For a game convention?
Yeah. They'll wear it if they're dope. Yeah, that's a great idea. Woo! This was a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I just had some great personal shit that fucking came off my fucking shoulders.
Oh, nice. We got another. We're going to have his girlfriend join us.
Nice.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Yeah.
Any friend of yours is welcome with
Friend of ours. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, folks.
Smoke 'em up, Johnny.
Smoke 'em up, Johnny. Smoke up. That scene, going back, that scene was great. You know, they always get, and the other scene too, when he became a mud trooper, and he was running, the battlefield scene was dope, because they went into the trenches, and then you saw all the other guys, the mud troops, but then you saw a couple guys, stormtroopers, and I was like, oh, that's so fat. They're all dirty and shit from fighting, and they're in the trenches. I was like, oh, World War I warfare. It was great, man. It was some good shit. It was just boring. It was boring. I was bored. I got up. I had to piss twice. And I was like, I think I'm missing shit. I'm like, I'm not missing anything. Rock goes back, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
And I was like, you know.
You didn't miss a damn thing. Yeah.
I think they're going through this is a learning process for Disney owning Star Wars now. So they're going to get it right. It looks like they're going to do the Game of Thrones, Knights of the Old Republic by the guys who are the showrunners for Game of Thrones.
You know what? That's too good to be true.
No, it's out there already.
I hate to. Yeah,
it's been posted. It's posted.
What, they said that's what they're doing?
Yeah.
That's not just people speculating.
No,
that's what they could do?
I thought it was speculation until I read some posts that were reputable.
I seriously hope you're right.
Because it's going to be dope.
I really
Game of Thrones, Star Wars style.
I've lost faith in modern Star Wars. I really have. It's just been declining for me. However, I did think Solo was better than Last Jedi because it's paced very well.
Well, it's going to be paced. They got to be quick
about it. It's paced very well, though. Like it. Yeah. It, you know, the actions.
Well, you got to understand. You know what Jedi is.
It slows down where it needs to.
Yeah.
The tension build is works, and the tension and release.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You ready for my list of negatives?
Hold on. Are we done? Yeah.
You ready for my next?
Yeah. Now, what was I gonna say?
Unless you got some more positives to throw out there.
No, but
I shit on it.
When you said the pacing was better than the Last Jedi.
Yeah, Last Jedi was just all over. It was a mess.
You know why? It was
didn't know what it wanted to be.
Because it was the same. The director was the writer, and it was almost like his own kind of art movie.
Yeah,
he wanted to do like an art movie in a way.
Yeah, it didn't work though.
Yeah.
For me, it just.
So I mean, I like the Last Jedi. Rob hates it. A lot of people hate it. Yeah. I like it because it's old Luke. I want to see old Luke. I want to see Mark Hamill.
I like seeing Mark Hamill on screen.
He was good. But those scenes on the island were dope. They were actually good. They were better. They were better than.
He's always going to give a good performance. You know what I mean? I just wish that he was performing something other than what he was given.
I like the Kylo Ren and
he's
Rey
the best thing about modern Star Wars, I think.
You love good. Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
you love Kylo. Oh, come on.
Adam Driver's good.
The aesthetics of Star Wars now, the new stuff is still dope. The ships are cool. The lasers. Oh, the new stormtroopers are dope.
Yep.
When I saw that in that first clip,
the Rogue One Death Troopers are my favorite new. Trooper design. Those things are amazing. Yeah.
That gargled communication between the troops. Oh my God! I've heard so many people rave about that. That.
Hey, Leisure Suit. That was Leisure Suit Larry, 5'11". No, Leisure Suit Larry's supposed to be a little tiny guy. All right. Well, wonder why they're doing that. 5'11". Rumors Bethesda working Game of Thrones game. Yeah, but you know what? I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, maybe. I mean, they turned it down. I mean, if they're going to spend all that time working on Game of Thrones, they should just fucking work on Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, but who knows, man? Tomorrow, they're going to be announcing... Oh, 411. Okay.
What are we discussing?
Well, then he is small. Leisure Suit Larry being small. But, yeah, right, man. So, speaking of Game of Thrones and Solo.
Alright. Now you want to know, you want to shit on Solo now. Now, what did you hate about Solo?
Alright, my negatives, while it was paced well, the story was bad. It felt like a kid's movie.
Right.
The cinematography was awful. You couldn't see anything. That's like they forgot that lights are a thing, that lights exist.
Right.
There should be no bad lighting in a Star Wars film. That's inexcusable.
Yeah.
While I like what's her name, Emily, the one who plays Khaleesi. While I like her, I was disappointed in her performance in this. There was no chemistry between her and Han.
Mm-hmm.
I did not believe that they had feelings for each other. Lando.
That's true. She did have a weak performance in that.
Lando felt like he was just doing a Billy D. Williams impersonation. Didn't feel like he was bringing anything to the character too much, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So it's like more nitpicky than anything. Yeah, and I just felt that like the first 20 minutes of the movie, to give away spoilers, the whole thing is he's working to get back to try to get her out of off that planet. And they just bump into each other. So like the whole beginning of the movie didn't even need to be like they could have had a quick little expository thing, a little flashback thing to explain their connection. But I guess they had to show him fucking stealing a car and all that business. But
they got. I hope Spielberg directs a Star Wars movie before he dies.
The scene, we'll see. The scene where He meets Chewie in the prison.
Yeah.
He actually speaks Wookiee. I think that was a holdover from the other directors. Because that seemed really silly.
It did.
It worked, but it was like kind of silly.
No, I didn't
actually speaking Wookiee.
Like
that whole scene and that concept, yeah, that's great. That's how they met. Cool. They met in prison. He helps him get out. They stick together. He saves his life.
I thought it was actually corny.
Boom.
I didn't like it.
You know, they're a team. You know, that's fine. Chewie was all right. The guy who plays the villains, like I was saying, I forget his name, fucking Dreyfus or whatever the hell. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. Dyson, like the fucking like the vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, well, he's a good actor. Paul Bettany.
He was good. His office was cool. I just wish it was fucking lit properly, so we could fucking see all the cool shit that was in there. Because he had a fucking cool collection in that office. That stuff is cool. Those scenes were all right, you know, with the double crossing and all that stuff like that.
I think his name's Paul Bettany.
But
could be wrong.
Yeah, and the Darth Maul thing. Oh, spoilers, guys! Don't watch. You could just turn it off now if you don't want spoilers.
I will give you shit. Darth Maul.
The Darth Maul fucking thing was like, okay, it wasn't all that surprising, but whatever. But they gotta pan the hologram back to show he has robot legs. Like, you know, you didn't have to show us. We know, you know what I mean? Like, they could just showed his face. The end transmission, that shit would have been ominous. But it just felt silly when they went back and he had to stand up and show off his robot legs. And then he lights his lightsaber. For what reason? Is he gonna fight something?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Hold on. Like, you know what I mean? Hold on a second, I just gotta fight something. Like, there was no reason. Like, they just did that to make him look more menacing. It just looked more cheesy. It was like a cartoon.
It was corny.
It felt very cartoony. But,
yeah, definitely corny.
But the ship design of that Dreyfus's fucking office building, that was that ship that he flew, the design of that was really fucking
It reminded me of Dune.
Of what ship in Dune?
Just the sleek design.
Okay. You talking about Lynch's Dune?
Yes.
Or, okay.
No, not that television shit.
Okay.
Story might be good in your book, but the visuals are horrible. The whole thing about Dune is the visuals too. It's like Blade Runner. It's like a Blade Runner movie.
I think it needs good visuals, but it's more. I mean, Dune is a story more than anything else.
Yeah, but Lynch's Dune is awesome, man.
Lynch's Dune looks cool, but I don't know. We'll do Dune another day, man. Dune is too huge,
Dune
especially for me.
Another day.
And if we do Dune, we got to get my boy Jay in the room because he's another Dune junkie like me.
So what else did he shit on the movie about?
I don't know, man. I think, isn't that enough to say that, you know, wait for it on Netflix or whatever, you know what I mean?
I thought it was going to be good enough where I promised a friend of mine, Joe, I said, yeah, we'll go see it. He goes, I saw it already, but I'll go see it again. And now that I saw it, I'm not going to go see it.
Yeah, I don't feel like seeing it again.
There's this new sci-fi movie out, another one, like a sci-fi action movie I don't want to go see. I forget the name of it. Upgrade or something it's called. Maybe I got the name wrong, but
I don't know. I want to see the Ryan Gosling film.
Yeah, First Man. That looks dope.
He plays Buzz, right?
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that looks
it's
cool.
Dope.
Who's directing it?
The guy who did La La Land and Whiplash.
I did not see La La Land.
I didn't see La La Land, but Whiplash. You saw that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, it's so good. It's so good. Whiplash is so good.
Who is it? Who is it? Do you know his name?
I forget. Daniel something. He just won the Academy Award because he won for La La Land. But I saw some clips of La La Land. It looked kind of corny, but I see where he was trying to go with it. But Whiplash and this new movie, First Man, it looks like the movie The Right Stuff. The visuals are dope.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna get nominees from Academy Awards already.
Probably.
Already. I was like, this looks like an old cool movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks dope. So First Man, I think it's October, November. We're gonna go.
I want to go see that.
Dude, it's gonna be an IMAX.
If it's IMAX 3D, I want to see it.
Oh yeah, we'll see it I don't give a shit if it's 3D or not. We'll see it. We got to see it in IMAX. That's what we do. We see all the movies in IMAX. I don't got time. I want a big picture.
You're gonna spend the money. It's worth it.
Worth it. It's only $20. Who gives a shit? It's your life.
What do you think about Infinity War? You know what? Honestly, I have not seen it. I have not. I just lost interest in comic book movies from both Marvel and DC. I just don't have interest in it anymore, you know. And that's fine. Everybody watches them. They like them. Great. Awesome. They just, I don't know, man. I got tired of them, you know.
Which ones?
All those comic book movies, you know. But Infinity War, everyone says was cool, you know.
I don't know. They're going crazy. The Marvel movies remind me of like the fucking Fast and the Furious movies. They're just like churning them out, and they don't care if it.
Sort of, but
no, but they are. They're churning them out.
But they're the hardcore fans of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are really enjoying it. So I want them to enjoy. As long as the fans of the comic books are enjoying it,
that's fine. I just think
they're doing the right thing. Great.
I think it's corny. I like the comic.
If I was a fan of the comics, I would like to think that they were doing right. You know what I mean? Doing the right thing.
There was this really good, like, low-budget movie about these 3 high school kids that find an alien relic and they get superpowers. What was the name of that movie? Does anybody know? I forget. Chronic? Was it called Chronic?
Wait, was that Chronicle? Isn't that
Chronicle?
That's what's his name? Max Landis, right?
I don't know. I can't. It's something Chronic.
That's John Landis' son did that movie.
With about the 3 high school kids and they find an alien artifact.
That's Max Landis. He's cool. I like Max Landis.
That is a good movie about that.
Max Landis is a cool dude.
But that is a great concept on the idea of how would you obtain superpowers. Right. You know, genetics, and obviously there's one way, and then this one you have an alien entity that gives you different powers. So it's really good sci-fi on the idea.
I like to see him take the cyber angle.
Yeah,
you know,
but
modifying your body
right.
and your brain. You know, with technology to give you a superpower. I think that's a cool idea. That needs to be done. I don't mean like $6 million man.
Yeah,
be able to like fucking levitate shit.
Yeah.
Like you know, have
Thundar the Barbarian.
Thundar.
And super science. Earth 2,000 years later.
What is wrong with all my life?
I know, they're all out, man. So I don't know. I like
the screen is boring. We have to put something else.
You gotta move around, man. You gotta move around, Rob. The Marvel movies, if they're fun for them. Hey, look at that droid.
We're gonna.
I don't know. I like the Batman movies by Christopher Nolan. I like The Watchmen. I think those are good. I think those are really good comic book movies that are not comic book movies. You know, Iron Man bores the shit out of me. Ugh. It all bores the shit. The first Captain America was good.
Oh wait, I didn't.
The storyline, but I don't know. What else about Solo? Let's go back to Solo. Get that butt out of my face. I'm like, for every half of
bounty claimed.
You owe me money, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it to try to convince anyone that it's really not worth seeing in the theater. There's really nothing about it that you need to see in the theater, you know. And everyone's like, I mean, maybe some people don't notice that kind of stuff, but the fucking cinematography really pissed me off, man.
I gotta buy it.
The lighting really pissed me off. Like, it was just like, I can't fucking see anything in this movie. It's all in the dark. It's not like, oh, it's a dark movie. It's dark and mysterious in the underbelly. No. Like, nothing was lit properly in any fucking scene until the end of the movie, really.
Right.
You know? That really got on... That really... Ugh. It's supposed to be... Oh, I don't want to use my jetpack right now. I don't want to grab anyone's attention. But, I don't know, man. Star Wars for me, you know... Like this comes out of the prequels, and you know, people say, oh, the prequels are garbage or whatever, but you know, this is something good that came out of the prequels. The story to this fucking game is amazing. You know?
Hey, I like Revenge of the Sith, and a lot of people like, oh, they all suck.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I kind of like have, you know, there are things in each movie that are okay. Oh, That'll do work.
Well, you know what's a cool one scene in Attack of the Clones is when Obi-Wan goes on that planet to see that water planet where the
Camino.
clones, Camino,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Welcome."
The design, yeah.
Yeah, like welcome.
And the sound design
Jedi.
too. The whatever
Kenobi.
vocal filters they used on that woman who did the voice. It's excellent.
And I was like, it was a cool scene, and like,
and when he was fighting him on the
cool,
deck with the slave gun.
Yeah, she goes.
That was really cool looking.
She goes. Oh, we didn't realize you were coming. I was like, yeah, I'm making a surprise visit or some shit. And I was like, cool. And they just showed him everything, what was going down.
Master Stuffisgd.
Yeah, and it was fucking great. And and when he confronts Django on the pad, and they fight, is fucking dope.
I guess I need my guns. I've been found out. Where the hell is the guy I gotta get though?
Did you kill him or no? He's after you?
No, there's a guy I'm after.
That's fat. Look at that. I gotta take an image of that. That on the shoe.
Where do you want me to focus on?
Fuck. Why can't I take a picture? I got too much posse.
Lightsaber scenes, yeah, I agree. Lightsaber stuff was cool, except when I don't know. There was just when all the Jedi were in the fucking pit, and it looked like a rave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous, but I guess we had to. Whoa. I'm not trying to shoot civilians. This guy's using civilians as a shield.
Too much posse.
What do you want? You want the bar scene? Everyone's fucking frightened now because I got attacked in here.
What are you doing, Rob? Causing more fucking drama?
No, I'm getting attacked. I gotta fight back.
Too much posse. I don't drink brass monkey. I like to be funky.
God damn it.
Hey, we have to do, so we're done with solo?
Well, no, I mean, obviously, it could come up.
We'll come back.
Yeah, I mean, we could use it, we could,
we'll come back.
Yeah, we could put it up against other stuff, too.
Alright, shoot your lasers, man. You should find somebody and shoot your fucking guns. Woo-hoo. What are you doing? Just shooting the wall?
Don't worry, I'll be attacked soon.
Nice. Oh, you've been alerted? They've
Wait a
been
minute.
alerted?
I think the guy I want
Is on to you?
is out here somewhere. God damn it. Oh, I don't have my weapon out. I'm taking damage.
Fat. I got some video. I'll put up.
There he is. I gotta catch him.
Oh, fat. Nope. I got some good images. I got some good Oh, look at that. That's
Wait, here we go. I'm gonna get him.
Oh, that's fat. Shit, he's fast, man. Oh, Rob, get his ass. Oh, that's a good image.
Got him.
Nice.
Alright. That's not the main guy I'm after, though. That was just a bounty.
Yeah. I centered that already.
Oh, come on, guys. You guys are really gonna shoot at me now? There's too many civilians around here.
Yeah.
my god, I'm almost dead. I needed that. I need more health. People running around freaking out, little droid. Things are just going nuts. It's weird having the volume down, playing it with the volume down. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, for me, Star Wars, if it was just 1977 to 83, right, that would be fine for me. Even though there's a lot of cool stuff about Star Wars that I like. You know, like this, for example, and a lot of the other games.
Right. I want new Star Wars. I don't give a shit. I'm not a purist.
I want good new Star Wars. Just give me good new Star Wars, you know?
Well, I think they're getting there. To be honest. I don't know how else they're going to get there. I think they're going to do it by trial and error. You know? So...
just going in circles here. Asshole shooting at me. Douchebag. Yeah, I mean, are we ever going to have another Empire Strikes Back or anything like that? No, I think we're kind of past that type of movie, unfortunately.
Is that a question somebody asked? Or are you bringing that up?
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay, I like it. You don't know that? You don't know that yet. You don't know that. I wouldn't rule that out. I think we could come up to something and be like, you know.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Those kind of movies aren't really made anymore. Check them out. Protocol Droid. Looks like 3PO. I gotta find the asshole. I actually need help or I'm gonna die. I'm gonna wind up dying. Drop some health for me, will you? Get out of my way. Why are they running towards the guy that I'm shooting at? Fucking morons. Bounty marked. Oh shit, I gotta get a bounty. Gotta get him. Oh. There's one. But the main guy that I'm looking for to further the story along, I don't know where the fuck that guy is. It's been so long since I played this. I'd have already ruined that shot anyway. Let's see. Who's this?
Who is this? Hey, we still have our loyal 4 watchers. Thank you. You will all receive a gift. Please subscribe to our Instagrams.
Check under your couch cushion.
And we'll send you a little present in the mail. Give us your addresses. Yeah. But since we're talking about like Star Wars in general, The idea that those guys are going to do Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones guys are going to do Knights of the Old Republic. Forget it.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope it's done right. Actually, I would rather see.
I think anything.
Knights of the Old Republic, the second game.
Yeah.
The one with Kreia.
Yeah.
Because she's the most interesting Star Wars character.
Well, what it does is it brings more depth to the lore.
Yeah.
So people
Well,
want.
maybe they'll do the first one, and if things get better.
No, I think they're going to start off like that, and then there were 2 games.
The first one was about Revan. The second one was about the Exile.
Okay, so they'll do both at least.
Yeah.
Because they know people love the games, right?
The games are amazing. The stories are amazing. There's a reason why that they're beloved so much.
Yeah.
You know.
So when I heard that, I thought that would have been a great idea, and I was gonna put something on my account.
Oh, I think I found the guy.
And then
I must have found the guy because it's loading.
It's loading. Uploading. I just think that's a great idea, and I think anything they make is going to be dope. Because I know they're going to start off with like a lightsaber slicing somebody up, and someone's going to go, "Oh my God, this is going to be good." You know, it's going to be good. It's a perfect match. And when I heard that, I said, "Okay."
Wait, I think that's the guy I need to find. That's the guy I need to get.
Get him, Rob! Get him!
Did he go out this way?
Get him, Rob! Get him!
I'm gonna get him.
Get him, Rob! Get him!
Hope I'm going the right way.
Get him, Rob! Get him!
I don't know which way I'm supposed to be.
What are you supposed to be doing, Robert? Jeez, Rob, you're like fucking up, man. God. I passed this guy on the road earlier. He was driving his fucking mint condition restored Trans Am. I was like, oh my God, it looked so good.
That's awesome.
It looked like Smokey and the Bandit, but like 21st century. And I was like, oh man, this guy. And I pointed to him, and he turned his music. I was like, dude, great fucking car. He's like, thanks, man. It was pimped out, man. He pimped it out. I was like, if I won the lottery, I'd buy that car. I'd be like, I'd drive that around. Be like, what's that guy riding now? What's he rocking? They're like, he's rocking that piece of shit. I'd be like, yep.
I marked him. I got him. Why can't I?
Yeah, man. Like, what the fuck, man?
I got him. This is the guy I need. This is the guy I'm after.
Why can't you get him?
I don't know. I think the game is glitching on me here. It won't let me actually catch him. Look. This is him. Jervis Gloom, 5,000 credits. I need him alive. I need to shake him down. I need to... Look, I just shot him with the fucking thing.
Yeah, what happened?
Something's not right. Something's broken about this part of the game right now.
This is bullshit. Call the maker.
Thank the maker.
Thank the maker.
Speaking of which, look, there's another one.
Thank the maker.
Come on, Jervis. Maybe I can make him run. Dude, I think I caught him too soon, too early. Just punched him. Dude, these guys are really... This is pissing me off. You know what? I could always exit. I could quit the game. And I could put something else on the background. You want to look at some concept art? We could put concept art in the background.
Yeah.
We got the comic book. We got the trading cards. There's the
you want to do
comic book cover.
Do the concept art. You wanted to see that.
Remember those? Did you buy these when they came out back in the early 2000s?
No.
I had a bunch of them.
I would like to have them now, actually.
Yeah, some of them are cool. Remember, that's what we're talking about right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You know, there's another shot. That one's cool. Oh, I like the design of Dooku's solar sail ship. Mm-hmm. That thing is cool. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, concept art's cool. We could cycle through some of this. Toys That Made Us. I watched all of them. They're great. That was a good show. You know what, though? The theme song to that documentary, I think it's like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 parts. The theme song drives me up the fucking wall.
Which one?
The Toys That Made Us.
Yeah. It's
on Netflix. It's really worth watching. There's one about Masters of the Universe. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. And the Barbie one was really interesting. What was the guy's name? Jack something? That guy was off the hook, man. He was into fucking cocaine and hookers, and he was out of control. But yeah, but it was fucked up the way they edged him out and the way he kind of fucking, you know, died a mess, you know. They kind of screwed him over. But yeah, that was a cool documentary, man. But yeah, Star Wars, the fucking Star Wars toys I had when I was a kid, and I had Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe and shit, Tron. I was looking at the Lego. Oh yeah, you were with me. We went to the Lego store. We looked at the Lego Tron stuff.
Oh, the Lego Tron is dope.
Mm-hmm. But I want to see them do the old school Tron.
Right.
I like the light cycles, the design of the light cycles in the original.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want the Tron set. It was cool. It was like $35 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good price. And that, what was it we were looking at? The Falcon?
Oh, the Falcon was
the
dope.
$800 Falcon. That box was massive.
Yeah. Dead silence.
What's that?
Dead silence.
I spaced out for a second. I'm sorry. Wait, what do you mean? What were we talking about, Tron?
It went dead. Our show went dead.
Like, oh, I thought you were
with
making
these guys tonight.
I thought you were making a comment on Tron. Tron needs its own episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why haven't we done a Tron one, man?
Yeah, Tron.
Oh my God. We always talk about Tron, and I've never ever thought we never talk about let's do a Tron show.
Did you do what I told you and look up the I guess what would be the cinematic experience of the game that takes place right before the events of the modern Tron movie?
Right.
Did you see those yet?
No.
You need to see that. Because it's part of the story.
Yeah.
And it's actually, that story I thought was better than the story of the film. Like the film should have been that.
Right.
You know, should have been about the ISOs and the war and the extermination. You could actually fit that story and elements of the modern movie and made that, one film,
Which one?
The modern Tron movie and the game.
Oh yeah. I like the sequel. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It worked.
I think but again, the story of the game, while the game wasn't a great game, it was just your average parkour game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great story. I thought it was better than the movie.
Right.
And I liked the movie. I thought the movie was cool. It went with a completely different art style and aesthetic, but it was a good choice. It was good designs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
More disc combat, yeah. Yeah, the Lego set is fucking really cool.
It's fat. I think it lights up too. I think there's a light in it to make it.
Yeah, does it light up?
Yeah.
We need to know this because it wasn't
I was
lit
like,
up
I'd
in
buy
the case, and on the box it looks like it lights up.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me if it lights up because that will definitely make or break my purchase. It doesn't light up. Fuck.
Oh, but I bet some guy knows how to do it on the internet.
Somebody knows how to put LEDs in.
I follow some Lego guys. I gotta do that. That's what I love about Instagram. It's every cool subject matter you're into.
There's somebody out there posting
it. So, and like, if you're not too sure, you're like, okay, I'll go like 3 or 4 people who do this type of subject matter.
Yeah, some of these designs are cool, man. Really cool.
Nice. Oh, now I can send people.
That's cool retro shit design.
Yeah.
I want to find some of that, pop some of that on. Oh yeah, the upper city. That's a cool level. When you're trying to get the senator, that's cool. Look at the offices and stuff like that. That was the concept art for that. And that was the level we just played. That was the concept art for that.
Mm-hmm.
The ship designs are cool too. That's badass. You could tell that's Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it. You know, that's the cool thing about Star Wars. You can look at that. Mm-hmm. It's never been in any of the movies or gotten any toys or anything. You look at that right off the bat, you're like, yeah, that's a Mandalorian ship.
Yeah.
That's an Imperial ship. You know right off the bat. You know. Everything is that's really cool. That's awesome.
Hey, with those beer cans. Jesus.
Bunch of bad guys. That's cool too.
Oh,
that's retro right there.
Yeah, that's fat, man. Love that.
Yeah, leave that on for a moment.
Oh, I like how that goes. Oh, you were doing it. No, this is a great shot here.
Yep.
The Bantas? Oh, I love the Bantas. I love Tatooine.
Yeah.
I love Tatooine. I think Tatooine is one of the coolest planets. You're like, I'd live on that desert planet. I'd rock it there. Luke's doing it. I'd do it too. You could fucking rock a speeder. You could take a speeder for fucking miles. Just go,
no,
and you got radar on it, so you know you can dodge shit. That'd be great. I love that, man.
I'd rather be where more action is. Malastare or, Coruscant or...
Yeah.
Somewhere where there's some life.
Yeah.
In music.
He's cool. Yeah, I love Tatooine.
Were you posting it on your page?
Yeah, I'm trying to do this stupid multi-corny shit. It's hard, man. It's hard when people have to keep all this shit going, man. You know,
social media stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot.
That's why I never really. That's why I always avoided it.
It's a lot of work, man.
I started another Facebook. I started a Facebook page years ago. I abandoned it immediately, and I just started another one, and I'm still not going on it. You know, and I just started this Instagram thing. I want to kind of stick to this a little bit, try to learn what the hell.
Instagram is easy to maintain. That's why I do it.
Yeah,
Facebook is
basically Facebook, but
it's
boring
and less boring. But, well, Instagram was about just taking photos, and now it's become a social thing. But it's a great way to take photo and take video quickly. Snapshots and people comprehend it real quick, and then you leave a caption or a story behind it, and now you can do several photos. And there's a great guy you got to follow. He does it's called From Script to Screen.
Oh,
and it's dope, and he breaks down these movies like great scenes. I'm like, this is a great scene, man. I'm like, you're always picking the great scenes. I follow all these directors, filmmakers, editors, guys who do crazy edits, all this goofy shit.
Yeah, I gotta start.
There's a lot of clever people out there. I'm like, you got some clever shit. I watch a lot of guys who are showing VHS video clips and stuff, Those guys are cool because those guys have crazy archives of images that you won't ever see in your life, and then some you remember. I was like, man, I never saw this ever, and this played on TV forever. I never saw this, and it's great, man. He's archival.
There's another cool shot.
Yeah, I think they used that in A Force Awakens.
That design?
Yeah, they did. Because Abrams went old school and he did all the shit. Yeah. I think Abrams is going to make the next Star Wars movie good because he knows everybody's pissed. You know?
Yeah. There's Skywalker in Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
That's cool looking.
Oh, it's dope.
Rancor.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
I could leave that up for a minute.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how you can overlook some things in some films and not overlook them in other films.
Right.
And I know I'm guilty of this, you know what I mean? Like, there are some glaring issues with Return of the Jedi, but, you know, I look past them because there's something about...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the self-awareness of Return of the Jedi that's... just has, I can't put my finger on it, it just feels more genuine, or it just feels more like
an Empire? Not an Empire.
No, I'm talking about Jedi.
Right,
there are
but
some
more
issues with Jedi that I can overlook.
Oh yeah. I can overlook a lot of shit.
Jedi is a self-aware movie where the other movies aren't giving us any evidence that they're self-aware.
Right.
You know? And I don't know, man, there's something about the way, like, listen, modern technology is great. It's given amateurs a great way to, you know, make films. You know, there's a lot of great independent films now, there's great cameras out there now that, you know, you could get on a budget and you can film a good movie with.
Right.
You know, especially if you got a good eye for lighting and, you know, your set design and, you know, how you use your camera. It's easier now, but then again, the technology that's out there, it's like all the Hollywood stuff that comes out. It's just like these movies just, I don't know, they're just not doing it for me too much.
Right.
You know, a few of them, you know. I like the Alien movies. I like the modern Alien movies. I liked Blade Runner. But the Star Wars movies are just getting, the more I watch them, the less I'm enjoying.
They went off on a good one, and then the anticipation for Last Jedi was let down by a lot of people.
Big time.
I know. We were let down. I was let down. I was like, fuck! Yeah. I wanted this to be so good!
Yeah.
I wanted The Last Jedi to be so good.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be like, dude, it was so good, and we didn't get it, and I get it, and I get why Fan Nation, Nerd Nation, Star Wars Nation, Fanboy Nation hates it, but you gotta deal with it. It sucks.
Yeah.
Don't get crazy about movies anymore, because they let you down, dude. They let you fucking down, so just go with it and be like, alright, it looks good, I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah. I hear some people complaining about The Last Jedi, bringing up a lot of the points that I have about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, all that's getting the attention is all the crazies, like, you know, the racist shit and
that's just
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's not me. That's you know how I don't watch films that way.
Right.
You know, like, for me, it's always, you know, is the story serviceable?
Right.
Does it fit? Is it filmed well? Is it paced well?
Right.
Is there chemistry in the acting? Is it good, decent dialogue? And I didn't get any of that in Last Jedi. And then on top of that, like, what it did to Star Wars and, like, everything that was set up in The Force Awakens was completely tossed. And the minute that they filmed that scene again where she hands him the lightsaber and he takes the lightsaber and just throws it over his shoulder. That right there told me everything I needed to know about Rian Johnson everything I needed to know about this fucking piece of shit garbage movie. You know, honestly, that was just him trolling us right there.
Yeah,
like, this is again, fuck you. You know,
that was it.
Ray is nothing. Snoke, no fucking nothing. His death was ridiculous. You know, you know what? I don't want to nitpick it. I don't think I have to nitpick it.
No, go on. I like it. You're on it.
It's a bad Star Wars movie.
Go on. I want to hear it.
It's a bad movie. It doesn't know what it wants to be. The Candlelight bullshit was so stupid.
Oh yeah, the casino shit.
If Holdo,
horrible.
If she just told them what her plan was,
right,
then the entire side story of Finn and Rose and all that other bullshit, we wouldn't have to have the Captain Phasma. You bring it on, Chrome Dome, or whatever the fuck was that stupid fucking scene. You know, none of that was necessary. I mean, like, none of it. You could have cut that movie in half, and the humor just wasn't landing for me. You know, your mama joke in the beginning just felt. And I like this guy. I like some of the actors. I like the dude who plays Finn. I like Daisy Ridley. I like the guy who plays Poe. Yeah. You know, they gave good performances in the first movie. Right. Adam Driver's great. Adam Driver was great in The Last Jedi. I just wish he wasn't so fucking barrel-chested. You know, he worked out way too much in that movie. He looked like a fucking jackass. But you know, whatever. He's a good actor, and he's taking the part serious, and he's bringing something. You know, he's a very physical actor. And he wears, you know, he could carry a scene just with his face. Yeah. You know, just with his expressions. I mean, the presence. You could tell this is a good actor. Right. You know, and I did not know who he was before Star Wars. Yeah. You know, now I know who he is. I've seen some stuff in some of the other. There's another film that he was in. I want to see. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw a couple of scenes from that, and I was like, wow, this is a good actor. Yeah. You know, and of course the design of Kylo Ren I think is great. You know, he doesn't have the helmet anymore, but you know, but it was a great design choice. Right. You know, the costume and wardrobe, that mask. You know, it's funny too. Before The Force Awakens came out, and I finally saw the design of Kylo Ren, I was like looking at it and I was studying it, and you see the back of the helmet. Like, the helmet's beat up because I guess he's been in a bunch of battles. Right. But the whole back half of the helmet looks like Vader's helmet, but trimmed a little at the bottom. Right. It has the same shape and all this other stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be, you know, before the movie came out, in the Star Wars expanded universe, Han and Leia have twins, a male and a female. Right, yeah. I thought what was going to happen is it was going to be the story of the twins, but kind of separated. Yeah. Kylo goes bad and destroys Luke's temple. Yeah. But before he does that, he drops her off on the planet. Yeah. This is the things that I was just trying to put together from piecing it just from looking at the trailers. Sure. Like, this is the story I would have written. Right? Yeah. We didn't get that. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, he goes off to learn the ways of the dark side, starts going around collecting relics, Sith holocrons, Revan's mask. Yeah. He takes the piece of Revan's mask. He takes the piece of Vader's helmet. Melted and beat up, and molds that, and takes all these pieces, like the hilt of his lightsaber, because it was all fucked up. Maybe it was a piece of Darth Maul's lightsaber, or even, you know,
you didn't like Snoke. You don't like Snoke.
Yeah, but I'm sticking with this with Kylo now. I thought that was what was going to be the backstory of his character and his costume. Sure. Like, these were actually pieces of things from other Sith Lords, and he's piecing it together.
Right, I get it.
And that's how he makes his helmet. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that would have been great, because they could have brought Revan up and said that was, you know, that piece was a piece of that. Yeah. But, you know, that's my fantasy story that I would have written. Yeah. You know? And then, of course, you could have taken that whole story of the brother and sister, you know, one left on the planet. Yeah. You know, they thought she's kidnapped. Yeah. And they, you know, they're separated. She finally, the Force awakens within her, and now their thing is that they're supposed to. Yeah. Obviously, she's going to have to try to turn them to the dark side as a redemption thing, kind of like Luke with the father. You got that kind of, you know, theme repeating. That would have been cool too. Right. And I also had another cool idea that in the Star Wars universe, where the crystal the crystal is supposed to respond and be
yeah.
part of one with the Force through the person who creates their lightsaber, which determines its color, right? So we would have had a green lightsaber against a red lightsaber. She's trying to turn him to the dark side as a Jedi counselor,
Right.
and he's badass, so he's gonna have the fucking red.
Right,
but
right.
as they fight, we start seeing his blade go a little purple.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it starts.
Little purple.
It
nerf.
starts going from the red to the blues.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she's turning them, and
Right,
the color of the lightsaber is reacting.
Right.
And I always thought that would be a cool idea if you could actually like
Right.
someone's good, but they start slipping to the dark side, and
Right,
it
right.
starts turning a little
Changing.
orange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or,
that'd
like
be
it's
dope.
a little yellow glow to it a little bit.
Maybe we'll
you know?
see that in the Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh man, yeah, but that's never been part of the Star Wars, and that's my
I think it's
idea.
cool. Yeah.
Like I'm sure other people have thought of that.
Steal
as
it,
well.
everybody! Steal it! Steal it!
But that would be really fucking cool, man.
That's a good. I love that.
They got rid of the
concept
more. I don't think you can get rid of midi-chlorians technically because it is canon. It's part of the story.
Right.
It's just they're not bringing it up really. I mean, in a way, they kind of do get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The concept of midi-chlorians is a little weird. I don't mind injecting science into stuff to try to explain things that look like magic or fantasy.
Right.
I don't mind trying to understand it with science, even in the films, but
Right.
it wasn't necessary in Star Wars.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the Star Wars universe, the Force is kind of this.
Right.
It is a force like gravity, electromagnetism. Yes, you can define it with science, but it didn't need to be.
Blinded me!
But the concept of midi-chlorians is a little ridiculous.
What else about The Last Jedi? Go off. You are on a tangent.
Oh man,
You are on a tangent. Mary Poppins scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Peter Pan.
That's too
Mary
obvious.
Poppins, Peter Pan.
That's way.
Boy,
too
that was
obvious.
like, was he like making fun of Disney there? Like
The whole movie, he's trolling the audience. The entire movie, that's what he's doing. He's trolling the audience.
Oh, that's bad then.
That's what I felt like I was being trolled the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said. Did I say that last time? No, I said that. I wrote in somebody's Instagram page. I said maybe Star Wars, the Lucas film. Don't hire the director. Don't hire the director to write it. Have it separate a church and state, man. Write it. Have screenwriters.
But here's the thing, though: when you have someone who can auteur a vision, that sometimes can be, come on,
masterpiece.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Exhibit A, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah,
okay?
no doubt. But I don't think he was the one. Another
he's
thing.
my favorite director of all
Of
fucking
course,
time.
he's a great
I love
director.
his movies. I love his storytelling. I love the way he writes, and I
Yeah.
love the people he brings in. He's just
Yeah.
such a. He was.
I would have loved to seen his version of AI.
My
my
type
god,
of
that would have been
person,
so good. Him doing a science fiction movie like that, another one. Oh, I was so waiting for it. He died. He was working on it. That was going to be his next movie he was going to put out, but he died while he was working on the project. Motherfucker! It was going to be good, but I liked Spielberg's version.
Hey, Frank Herbert died making the last Dune book. We never got it.
Oh, that
It would have
sucks.
been, yeah. But we
Yeah.
got his notes, so we know the outline and we know what happens in the story, and we have his ideas.
That's cool.
So
Maybe
we have the story.
why don't they make that into a movie?
They did his great. They already did. Oh man, to do Dune, Jesus Christ.
Do it again.
It would be like. Well, no, it wouldn't be like the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies would have nothing on it, because how many Marvel movies have there been?
Million.
No. What have there been? I'm gonna throw a number out there. 20, 30.
No, the new Marvel movies
Yeah.
now? Not
How
30.
many have there been
How many, guys?
since Iron Man?
20?
Going back to Iron Man,
I say
there were 3 Iron Man movies.
I
There
say
were 3 fucking.
I say
of this, 3
I
of
say
that, 3
less
of
than
that.
20. Less than 15? Less than 15.
All
Less
the
than
other
15.
movies, the
How many?
Captain America movies.
I think they did 3 Captain
the
America
Avengers,
movies. How many Thor movies they did? 3 or
Spider-Man,
4?
Thor, Hulk.
How many? What did you say? How many? How many? How many?
You can go back, but I'm talking about the modern, this new, you know.
Yeah, everything that started with Iron Man.
52.
The
the Marvel movie starting pretty much with Iron Man.
I love Blade.
This shared universe goes back to Iron Man, the first Iron Man.
Just the recent ones from Iron Man now.
Yeah. So, you know, to do Dune properly, you would need at least that many films just to cover the first book.
Right.
In my opinion, if you're gonna do it right.
Right.
Which they wouldn't.
Yeah.
At most, it would be a trilogy.
Yeah.
You know. And then you have 9 books after that. Then if you wanted, you could go back and do the Butler and Jihad with fucking Brian Herbert, his grandson.
19 already? Is that confirmed, sir? 20 with
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Wow,
yeah, that's crazy.
See?
So you would need that many to do Dune right and do all the books. Forget it. And
who's Neo Venom?
That's Izzy's brother.
Oh right. Oh sorry, man. Are you on Instagram? What's your hand? I'm sorry. What's your handle on Instagram? I'll put you on my Instagram.
Right. All those movies are all shared universe, and the Avengers is what brings it all together.
Yeah. Oh, we're totally dude, we're going to the con, man. I'm psyched.
That's his handle. See the way it's spelled? 30V3.
All right, cool. I'll get on right now.
Instamash.
Instamash. I found a mash. We found the Instamash. And 5729260. I'm so sorry.
Oh, here there's another thing we didn't bring up. Solo. Okay. I'm bringing it back to Solo, guys.
Bringing it back to Solo. We're bringing it back
to Solo.
Everybody, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
I can't go on without mentioning L3.
Corny.
I was confused about that.
Why?
It sounded like the voice actress was the one who plays Phasma.
Yeah.
Sounded just like her.
Yeah.
But the character of that robot and the implication that the robot and Lando were banging was a little ridiculous to me.
Yeah. We make it work.
A robot writes and starting the fucking.
Oh, that was corny. Yeah. Do you think that was the part of the two directors?
I think that the creation of that character goes back to those characters. But I think it's reshoots and what we get out of the character comes from Ron Howard.
Right.
But I think the concept, and one of the reasons why those directors were fired, is because that robot was kind of like a parody of kind of what's going on with the whole social justice bullshit, right? So that was kind of like a parody of it. Like, here's this social justice robot.
Right.
The social justice droid.
Yeah.
Right?
It was that.
And maybe that's one of the reasons why they got fired, because maybe they weren't playing by, those rules going on behind the scenes.
Right.
So that's kind of like a leftover from it.
Right.
But I can't tell. I can't tell if it's being serious. Like, is it a parody of the whole social justice concepts?
Right.
Or is it actually a social justice droid in which, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why do we need it? I don't know. I mean, I don't. That stuff doesn't grate my nerves like it does some other people, but I don't know. It doesn't need to be so front and center. But yeah, it was a little annoying. Some people are saying it's the worst character in Star Wars since Jar Jar.
Really?
I don't think so. There are much worse characters. There are worse characters, but this droid comes close to being at the top of my least favorite.
Right.
The design was kind of neat. Like, the head of the L3 robot looks like the droid that you use in the Knights of the Old Republic games.
Right.
Your astromech droid that you have.
Right.
It's kind of like the head of that on the body of a walking, robot, which was kind of neat. I mean, design wasn't terrible.
Right.
It's just the character was, and it wasn't like, oh, well, all the other movies have a snarky or sassy robot. Yeah, but those worked. What's his name? The guy who played Wash from fucking Firefly did the voice for what was it? What was the one from Rogue One? He was awesome. He was the best part of the movie.
Right.
Besides the Vader thing at the end. And the guy who played Krennic was great.
Oh, he was excellent. He was a great villain.
He was excellent.
He was a great villain.
He was really good, and I liked how he got screwed over by Grand Moff Tarkin and all that. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, he got fucked.
They took it. They just took it from him, you know.
Yeah,
he should have known, man. He should have known.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he got fucked at the end.
You were, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Oh, the pic with Billy Mitchell. Yeah, I have one too. When we were at the con the first year. Billy Mitchell. Let's put another image up there for people to look at. It's bored looking at the same shit. That's pretty cool in the streets of Tatooine in an alleyway. That one's cool. Leave that up for a minute.
I love the 8-bit pops. You know?
What's that?
The pops, the little figures.
Yeah, of what? Of what
anything
character?
8-bit.
Oh, the 8-bit stuff?
8-bit, yeah. So retarded.
8 beats?
8 beats. You know the 8 beats and the 8 bites?
Bacon, beef,
beans. Beefies.
Beef for bacon, beans. Bit. I got 8-bit beans. I got 8-bit burgers and beans. 8-bit bouillon.
I got bacon beans. I got bacon beans. Breaking and
baked bread.
Breaking and beans. Break dancing and
break beats. I got bacon, beef, and break beats.
I got break beats and break dancing.
I got break beats.
I got break beats.
I got break beats for days.
Days and days.
I got bacon and break beats for leagues.
I got break.
We keep doing that. We never told anyone where it comes from.
What is it?
And we never tell anyone where that being said comes from. We never.
I don't even remember. You're gonna have to remind me later.
Yeah.
I'm totally out of it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I hear ya. Baked beans and biscuits. Don't forget the biscuits.
Okay, there's a new in television. Yeah, I saw that. I'll have to check that out. I just bought at the last convention. You remember? I just bought the original in television and in television 2. In television 2 works great. It works really, really well. I still hate the controller, but it's better than the original one. Slightly. It's a better build. I like the aesthetics of the original a lot better. That big, bulky ass fucking phone cord. The fucking coily phone cords and all that, brass and wood grain look.
Right.
And it's got that, the way in television is, the font for television is awesome.
It's time for Star Wars.
The M Network. Star Wars to end. I wish I could put my picture up of that for Star Wars. That should be the fucking that should be the thumbnail for the episode.
It's time for Star Wars to end. It's time for Star Wars to end.
Here's another thing about Last Jedi that fucks me over. Alright. Empire Strikes Back. Luke goes to the Dagobah system to seek out Yoda, the Jedi Master.
Right.
Who instructed Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
Crashes the ship. Gets it in the water. Comes out. Next thing you know, there's this silly creature that lives in the swamp.
Yeah.
Mine. Fucking with R2 and all this other stuff, right? Then, when he decides to reveal that he's actually Yoda, the Jedi Master he's looking for, his demeanor completely changes.
Right.
He gets serious. Oh, I'm not scared. You will be. You will be.
You
know,
will be.
and he gets his demeanor changes, right? And that's the Yoda we know, right? Yoda's very serious. Even in the prequels, he wasn't his character was a little different, I think. Like, it just felt weird. But I guess things weren't quite as dire leading up to that point, where he wasn't aware of it or whatever. But still, he was pretty serious. And he was always the one, say no, right? And so when we see Yoda in Last Jedi, he, Force Ghost, I guess a Force Ghost can make lightning or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Move the elements.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But we get the Yoda Luke meets before he realized, like, we get the Yoda, right? Didn't it feel like that? Like, maybe, like, I mean, I could see how someone could explain away that, like, it was just him being whatever, but it felt like we got the fucking, the dopey. The dopey,
Yeah, we did. Ooh, Master Skywalker, good to see you again.
Yeah, like when he was testing Luke before Luke knew who he was.
Yeah.
It felt like we got that Yoda. However, in that scene, there was a fucking almost like shot, like the shot was lined up just like it was with Obi-Wan when he was like, oh, there's another. Like that shot where it's very dark and, Yoda's in the forefront and he's in the back. And it was like like they got that shot again, right. From Return of the Jedi, not from Empire Strikes Back. That shot where Yoda and Obi-Wan are there when Luke's taken off, and that shit was fucking badass. That was a really cool shot.
What shot?
Yoda just felt.
What shot was
the
that?
Shot with Ghost Yoda in the front and Luke in the back? Was basically lined up to copy the shot of Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah, no, it was fat. Yeah.
That boy is our last hope. Yeah, that scene.
Yeah.
It was lined up just like that. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But Yoda didn't feel like Yoda to me there. I mean, maybe someone can make points and argue against me and prove me wrong on that.
Right.
That's not... You know what I'm saying? Part of a movie experience and the characters is you're supposed to feel emotions. We're humans. That's what storytelling does.
Right.
It makes us feel emotions. Positive, negative, indifference, whatever.
Right.
It felt like the wrong Yoda was on camera in that scene. And it wasn't that he wasn't giving them the wrong message. The message of, yes, failure. Okay.
Right.
Okay, fine. That's one of the few things that works in that story. Is that, yes, the theme is failure. Learn from failure.
Yeah.
That's universal. Luke had to fail to progress. When he was younger, he had to fail to find himself, to center himself, to find out, to overcome that and find his strength to ultimately save or help redeem his father. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with some of the core ideas. Most of the core ideas I do have problems with, but some of them, like that one, I'm on.
You're on point.
Yeah, I'm on point with that.
Yeah, I agree.
The one on drugs. Oh, I don't know what that's a comment to. It could have been one of many of the fucking things we were saying, but the Yoda just felt like, silly Yoda testing Luke's patience.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I think I was waiting for people were talking there was talk like this could be better than Empire. And I was like,
before it came out.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, I hope it is.
But you know what?
I hope it is.
No matter how good it was, we would have walked out and been like, Empire is still better. But that was awesome. Right.
Yeah.
But
oh my god, I know. And just like Fanboy Nation has just fucking destroyed this movie.
Yeah.
For so much praise for this guy for making it, then so much hatred for him now. So much hatred for him. And that poor actress who was getting so much shit for her character.
Well, here's the thing.
Her character did suck, though. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. Why is she getting shit? Why does anyone have any reason to give her any credit? It's horrible. She's just a fucking actress.
Yeah, well, they're idiots.
Rian Johnson wrote the fucking story.
Hate him.
And fucking Kathleen Kennedy put the fucking stamp of approval on it. So blame those two motherfucking cunts. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man. This girl, she's, you know,
totally,
in real life, she's probably the most pleasant, sweetheart, like, you know, lovable people in the world. Well, that's
what Johnson fell in love with her. Said she's darling for my movie.
Yeah.
And you're a fucking director, and she's an actress.
Girlfriend now.
Yeah. But her character is horrible in it. You introduce an adult woman crying for the intro of the character,
and then the next minute she's laughing.
Horrible. I don't want to see that.
Well,
if you're gonna have somebody cry, have like a little boy or little girl crying, like they scraped their knee or some shit.
Yeah, but you know why she was crying? Because her sister just died.
But that was corny, though.
So she was grieving the loss of her sister.
But it was corny, though.
Yeah, but we got.
I don't like it, though. I think it's corny.
All right, would you rather have him came out and you met her and she was kind of straight faced, but she was like, "Yeah, I just lost my sister." Blah 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 blah. We didn't need the exposition. They told us, they didn't show us. I mean, they showed us, they didn't tell us. We saw her holding the other half of the thing that the sister just had.
It was corny.
And we saw her a little upset. Okay, we know right away that's the girl who just died. That's her sister. We know immediately.
I know, but it was corny.
And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, you're Finn."
It was corny, though.
She was like, "Oh, fucking star."
I'm sorry. It was a corny introduction. You could have worked it. You could have worked a different angle.
But why would the actress be getting heat? Why would anyone blame the actors?
Right. People.
That's like blaming the Kraft Foods person.
Because people are stupid, and this is the internet, and this is what it's the world we live in.
Craft services, you know.
It's unfortunate. It sucks. The poor girl. But you know, that's also the thing of fame, though. Fame in America has changed. Fame in the world has changed.
We're doing trolls everywhere.
Yeah,
man. I'm getting tired of the behavior of trolls.
You gotta let it.
Because sometimes, like, you know, I can't stand the fucking Last Jedi. But everyone's like, oh, people who just don't hate the Last Jedi, it's because they're sexist or they're racist or they're what? No, I don't like it because it's fucking shitty movies with shitty pacing, stupid comedy that doesn't work. Fucking Mary Poppins, Leia.
Yeah. Oh, I hated the comedy in it.
You turned
Luke, it ruined it.
It turned Luke Skywalker into an insufferable fucking pessimist.
You do quirky stuff. It's kind of like when John Carpenter does his quirky humor shit in his movies. It works.
Sometimes it lands. Sometimes most of the times it lands.
Well, if you watch,
the other times it gets over everyone's head.
It works well in Escape from New York. It's really corny. Yeah. And They Live.
It's totally aware.
It's corny and They Live, but it's cool though. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But John Carpenter is good doing that quirkiness. I like when they do it Star Wars, when they do that funny, quirky humor, but they don't go crazy about it. It's like, no, turn back to humor a little bit. That's why I think Knights of the Old Republic is going to be dark. And not corny and not funny. I think it's going to be dark. I think it's going to be dark.
Playing those games and those developers that create those games, they also make more modern games like the Mass Effect games and the Dragon Age games. Right. Dragon Age games are a perfect example, and even in the Knights of the Old Republic games, they have this thing where like the characters have banter between them, and it changes depending on how well the characters even know each other through the game. It makes it feel so much more realistic.
Right.
And what are you trying to do?
I want to scroll down the screen. Can you help me here? I have it. There you go.
There's no scrolling down.
You know,
it's full screen.
I want the wording. I want to see the wording.
What are you talking about? Oh, you want this?
Yeah. Keep that open. Thank you. He's gonna. I knew it because I kept pressing different buttons. I was like, he's gonna say something in 3, 2, 1. What are you trying to do over there? That's pretty funny, man.
Well, at least you got what you wanted.
Yeah. Trolling is free speech. It's the internet.
I understand.
It's weird. You got to go with it. So this hatred for this girl is horrible.
Right, but I'm trying to not simplify what's going on and what the situation is. I'm just picking one thing to question, and that's why would any actor get any bullshit over something that they didn't like? The actors did not write, they did not direct.
Of course.
They, they're told to stand. They have to hit their marks. They have to deliver their lines, and they have to look good in the light. And you know what I mean? And the director has to be pleased with the shot, and that's it. And sometimes the actors may have some.
Their delivery has to be good.
Right, but believe me, this fucking girl playing this part of Rose had zero input on her character and zero input on the story and the way this film was made. So why would anyone fucking attack her?
Everybody goes to another fucked up thing. They said, it's too bad Rose didn't die. Her sister was hot. She was hot.
My God.
I know. She was, she was more attractive than the other one. I'm sorry. But everybody said that. And I heard this from two friends of mine who they're just like, they were spot on too when they said it, and I was like, oh shit, man. So, but
the appearance of the characters is never a big thing for me, whether people are attractive or not.
No, but but from a guy,
can the actor?
But from a guy's point of view, it was like, she was
a good character.
But they were also like, she was pretty.
I don't mind a movie looking like what I see when I walk down the street.
Well,
regular people. I don't mind that.
I get it too, but they do have princesses in Star Wars. Okay, there's royalty and all this bullshit. So, Natalie Portman is a gorgeous woman. Royalty. Carrie Fisher is royalty. Good-looking woman. Right.
Well, she had to look like.
They started the fucking ball rolling with not me, and so you glued to
Natalie Portman was cast because she looked like she could potentially be Leia's mother.
God, she looks so good in Attack of the Clones, and they're hanging
with the white.
No, she's wearing this like black bondage outfit.
Oh, I know what.
And there's like a fireplace in the background.
They're having the romance.
Yeah. It's so hot. I was like, I would love to see her naked. I was like, this is so hot. This is like Star Wars bondage. I was like, it's so hot. So I have an action figure of her of that.
They
outfit.
Made one? I don't know.
I was like, I gotta get this fucking nerdy perv thing of her. So hot, man. So, but that was she looked so good in those movies.
I liked her in the white outfit with the midriff, the belly showing.
When they were tied up and fighting, there was so much corny shit in those sequels.
Oh God, the whole romance was just so wrong. It was so wrong. Speaking of romance, zero chemistry between Emily whatever and this.
Who?
Eldritch or whatever the fuck. Han and Akira.
Oh, we're going back to Solo?
Yeah, no chemistry.
Oh yeah.
Carrie Fisher and
it's horrible.
And Harrison Ford, fucking chemistry boiling over.
At the beginning,
you could tell that they wanted to hump so badly.
Who?
Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah.
But now we go back to the Solo movie, and
especially in Empire,
his first love.
They're making out,
is his first love,
and all that shit.
And I don't feel any chemistry.
Imperial troops enter base. Imperial troops enter base. Imperial troops. Come on, I'm getting her out on the Falcon.
The white outfit. Had the same image on the screen for a little too long.
Yeah, it's unfortunate she's getting trolled.
Poor girl. But that's what I'm saying. I don't get.
People are stupid. People are stupid, Robert.
But save that hate and bullshit if you're gonna troll.
For who?
For fucking the cunts.
And who are the cunts?
Rian Johnson.
Oh my God! Rian Johnson is a cunt. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Say it loud.
Rian Johnson's a cunt.
There you go. Yeah. It's out there.
God damn it.
Someone called you a cunt, buddy.
And there's people out there, it ruined my childhood. No, you just made a bad movie. A movie that you really should have taken seriously. It's Star Wars, for Christ's sakes. Take it seriously, please. You got all this money and an opportunity to do something memorable, fantastic, different. And I'm not telling you to fucking follow the fucking guidelines and listen to everything all the fans say.
Yeah.
Make a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
And you could fucking tell any story you want.
Yeah.
You know? And and some of the directing choices he made was good. I'm not saying the whole movie was bad. There was a lot of the movie that looked very pleasing to the eye.
A
lot of the set designs were really cool.
Wow.
The costume designs
this
were
is
really
positive,
awesome.
Rob, on this. Wow.
You know,
This is cherish this moment right now. Go on.
That's all he's getting from me. That's it. That's all you got.
Otherwise, you're a cunt.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not.
I don't like your cunty McCunts.
And you're not a cunt because I didn't like the movie. You're
I didn't like
you
your
trolled
cunty
everyone.
McCunts.
You didn't troll the fans. You trolled the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like the audience, who is everyone who went to see that fucking movie was trolled as far as I'm concerned.
Well, he is quoted he's recorded on video saying Star Wars is a little bit opera, a little bit bubblegum. And I think he had a little too much.
Yeah, I've heard that before. It makes sense.
And he had too much bubblegum in this. I get it, but,
more like pop rocks.
Yeah. The Canto Bight stuff is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, man.
And here's the fucked up thing.
It's so corny.
If you take a still...
It's so corny.
Like, if you watch the DVD and you take some stills of some of the characters and shit going on in there are really cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool costume designs and shit going on in there. I'm not going to say that that's bad. I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm just saying that it was fucking dumb.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It wasn't even needed.
It wasn't needed.
All. And I guess, it wasn't needed. It's all part of the whole failure.
Yeah, and Finn's
Everyone
character...
failed on some level in
Finn's
this movie.
character in that movie sucked.
His character arc was identical to the character arc in the first fucking movie.
No,
he already fucking had a good character arc in the first movie. Now we're gonna see where else his character goes. The arc needs to continue.
You know what they should have
You don't just give him the same arc over again.
You know what it would have been good for him? To see where he came from. Maybe he wanted to check his origin, so he was off planet somewhere. That would have been cool.
Well, no, we were left with him. Is he gonna survive or not? Right?
Yeah, but then when
he gets out, now he's trying to fucking run away again.
Right. That's true.
And the only thing that could have saved it was if he was allowed to sacrifice himself.
Right.
Like he was trying to do.
Right.
Until Rose, knocks him out.
Right.
And here's the thing. All right, he's going to sacrifice himself, which would have been really cool for the fucking character, right? That would have been really a really great way to go out, And his performance in it was good, too. You see his face when he was flying into that thing. He looked like he was, he was just stressed enough and mentally ready enough for the task at hand.
Right.
And then she crashes into him, and they're on the fucking ground. She's saying, "Oh, I saved you by killing you know what I'm saying? Like, if he was successful, you know what I'm saying? There would have been a chance. Now this thing is boom! This thing is fucking gonna blast at this fucking door. I don't know, man. It's like you just killed everyone. What did you do? It's like, why would you stop that?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I don't want an evil spirit to go up my nose. That's why you have to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Say it again.
Gesundheit.
No, that too. Anything's good. No evil spirits on my nose. No evil spirits on. No evil spirits on my nose. No devils up my nose. No evil spirits.
You know where that comes from, right?
It's an old tale.
Well, because people didn't realize that viruses caused sicknesses.
Right.
So when people sneezed, they didn't know that was a symptom, like you already had
something.
A cold or some kind of infection or an allergy.
Right.
They thought that when you sneezed, bad spirits would enter through your body, then you would get sick.
Yeah. Wow.
So they didn't realize that you were already sick because you were sneezing and sniffling.
Right.
So when you sneeze, people would say "bless you," so you wouldn't get sick.
Right. So you wouldn't get sick.
Right.
Hence, no evil spirits up the nose.
No evil spirits.
No evil spirits up the nose. Up the nostril.
Up the nose.
Of the nose.
The schnozberries.
Of the schnozberries and snazzleberries. And the schnoz. And the snooze. Snotty. Snooty.
What's worse, snotty or snooty?
Snotty or snooty? I like snooty.
Snooty is worse, I think.
Yeah.
Like if we had two people in the room with us, one of them is snotty and the other one is snooty, I'll pick the snotty guy any day. Yeah. Because I could fucking jab with him.
Yeah.
I'll throw the insults
right
back.
The snooty's like, ew, you Neanderthals.
Can go fuck off.
You Neanderthals, actually.
Yeah.
You Neanderthal. Oh, I cannot hang with you. Snooty, snotty. That's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that scene. Snooty? Snotty.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes not staying up your own fucking ass, but you know what? You gotta try to fucking remember.
Snooty or
Not to
snotty?
be a fucking asshole.
Douche or a cunt like
a cunt.
Ryan Johnson.
Or a fucking troll.
For trolling his own fucking movie, you cunt. Oh, snooty and snotty. And welcome to another rendition of Thid Investigative Team Show, otherwise known as Tits. Oh my god, you will be reported. That would suck if we got taken down. I'd be like, you motherfuckers.
Nah, we're not getting taken down.
No, dude, this is total free speech, man. It's good. The internet's great, man. Love it.
There's a cool shot.
Yeah, that's dope. See how long it registers. It's because those are snooty or snotty
Or Scotty.
or Scotty. And that reminds me, next week, folks, we're gonna do a Star Trek show
With special guests?
with special guest Tony Loves Skippies number 84729. He is a world-renowned Star Trek historian.
World-renowned historian. He's a lore master.
He'll find that subject matter totally unintelligent.
Yeah, he's going to know a lot of stuff that, that we don't, but, you know, oh man, I can't wait to talk about Trek.
It's going to be good. So next week, folks, for all you 4 watchers tonight, 3, we're down to 3. We lost a viewer. Ass. We lost a viewer. ASSSS.
Maybe I said cunt one too many times.
Ass. No, I think everybody's out. First of all, in northern New Jersey tonight, the weather is fucking great.
Yep.
It's beautiful out. It reminds me of Los Angeles
Just don't
weather.
say the name of the town.
It's okay.
I don't
Who needs a house out in... See if you get that one. But northern New Jersey...
Really, bro?
Who cares? Northern New Jersey. I didn't say that. They'll figure it out.
I don't want them to figure it out.
They won't figure it out. No. They won't know.
We're not edit. I can't edit this.
It's okay. Nobody... I didn't say it. I didn't... Technically, I didn't say the name. I gave a hint. If they get it...
Wow.
Right now, it's only 3 people online, so they don't get... 4! You came back! You came! I knew you would come back! I knew you! We got 4 viewers! 4 viewers. I love it.
Wow.
So, if the 4 people got that hint, there you go. Because after it's over, it's going to be recorded. And, you know, and nobody...
It's all there.
It's all there, but nobody will figure it out. Be like, where are they? Okay, we're in a little town called... But northern New Jersey, the weather is nice. What was I going on about that?
Ryan Johnson's gonna hop on a plane and come out here and try to fucking start a fist fight.
I doubt that.
Would that be kind of cool, though?
I doubt that.
Like, if you got a phone call and
much.
be like, hey, this is Ryan Johnson. You want a box? I would say yes to that.
Never in a million years.
I would say yes to that. I would love to get in the ring with him.
Oh,
I don't want to have a street ball fight with him. I would like to get in the ring with him in an official capacity.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's do it on camera. A fan gets to strike back.
Right. Oh, look at that. That's fucking dope.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wait, let me blow it up a little. I want to see the actual figure, the quality of the figure. Oh, that's great. It's in the toilet. That's awesome. Ghoulies was awesome. Ghoulies is great.
This guy's great, man.
Remember the gate?
Yeah.
The gate and what's the other? The critters?
Right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Those little critter designs.
Yeah.
I think those were all designed by the same.
Right.
Yeah, those movies have people in common.
Right.
Yeah, that is a cool design. Let's see what else we got here. That's cool painting.
Right.
Yeah, some cool designs.
Yeah, that is some dope shit, Robert.
That's a cool one. Look at that little creature right walking there with the little pointy ears. Like, what is that? And that droid is great. That one, that round one right there on the left.
Yeah. Oh, that's fat. Yeah.
It's a really cool droid.
Yeah. Dope.
Here, look.
Fat. That's fat. Nice. Nice. It's good. It's archival.
There's some Jedi
That's
artwork.
why. This is why I like doing the show, because we're archiving shit. You know. Maybe this. You know what I mean? Someone will find this one day.
5 years from now.
Not even. I don't know. Maybe they'll never find it, but you know, people look at shit. You know when you find something. You know when you find something and
before it got good again. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'm optimistic. Don't worry. Have faith. Have a little faith in the Force. I don't know, kid. I said a lot of stuff.
There you go. My sentiment exactly.
I don't know, kid. I've seen a lot of mumbo jumbo shit, but I've never seen anything all-knowing. But you know when you find something on the internet and you're like, oh, you watch so much of it or look for so much, and then it's done. It's like, oh, that's it. They didn't make any more. Like you didn't continue making stuff, or you didn't make.
You mean like a television show or a movie series
or whatever? Yeah, like some guy made some videos on his YouTube. Shit.
I would have liked to have seen another couple seasons of 4400.
Yeah.
I would like to see. You know, why did they stop Trek so fucking soon? Firefly. What the fuck?
Which Trek?
Old school Trek, original Trek.
Oh,
it was not enough.
It was
needs to be more.
The third season was bad.
Yeah. Have you seen Trek Continues yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, Trek Continues is awesome. They're doing it right. Yeah, but we'll save that for next week. I don't even know if Ballone's watched Trek Continues.
Hey, did we give a shout out to Ralph Miletto?
Ralphie boy.
I think so.
Our 8th grade math and science teacher.
Yeah, tell him, Rob, school him. He's from Edgewater. He worked in Edgewater before Kimberly Leone.
Yeah, but where did he live though? I don't know where he lived in Edgewater earlier. I don't know. Regardless, he was our 8th grade teacher. He passed away recently. He was a real character. Some of the characters that me and Greg have created over the years have all had some piece of Ralph Miletto in the character on some level.
Mm-hmm.
On right. You know, along that scale. You know,
totally.
The character Marinsky comes from him giving me the nickname Marinsky. My last name is Murray, for those watching who don't know.
He didn't call you Marinsky.
Yeah, he was the first to call me Marinsky.
No way.
That's where it came from.
No way.
Yeah, you latched onto it. Other people latched onto it for a while, but you are the only one that continues to call me Marinsky. But I love it though, because Marinsky's a great detective character.
Yeah.
J.D. Marinsky.
P.I.
We should write that treatment.
Mm-hmm.
J.D. Marinsky. After every case, he takes a shot of Jack.
And at
the final scene, he's back at home in his dump apartment. The lights are dim. You know.
And his partner's Eags.
Officer Munch.
With food stains all over his suits.
His tie always has mustard on it. Or sauce of some kind. There's always a stain. We don't have to see him eating, but there's always a stain.
Sometimes on his shirt, sometimes on his lapel.
Yeah, he quit the force. He wasn't fired. He quit the force on principle. He became a private investigator. He's got 3 ex-wives that hate him.
Who? Marinsky.
Marinsky. He's got 3 ex-wives and they all hate him. But he's a genius detective. And he's a little bit of all your tropes and, you know, throwbacks to your Peter Falks.
Right.
And, you know, all your great detectives. And he's all gumshoe. Takes place in modern times. He talks all, you know, like 1940s gumshoe detective. And we haven't decided if people either don't acknowledge it, like it's a normal thing, or everyone acknowledges it but him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people acknowledge that he talks funny and shit. Like he says, you know, he calls him, you know, wacky dame, you dizzy broad, and, you know, stuff like that. You know? But he just never acknowledges that other people are saying something about it or reacting to him differently. Because he doesn't care. His mind is on the case.
It's Marinsky.
And
Yes, I'm
you
sorry.
throw,
Yeah.
If you throw some lettuce his way, he'll solve your case. But you gotta throw the lettuce.
Hey, you like your scotch over stones? I said that. I said some kind of. All right. How do you like your drink? Do you like it neat? And go on the rocks. He goes, you mean over stones?
Over stones.
I was like, dope.
Ice.
I was like, over stones. I never heard that. He's just a fucking New Yorker.
Oh, here's something awesome
quick.
in the science fiction world that I wish existed today.
Right.
Alien 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
They board the laboratory station.
Mm-hmm.
He sits down in his office and they're having a conversation, right? The guy's having a smoke and he offers him a drink.
Right.
He pulls out this nice little fucking glass and he has this cool fucking cube he puts in the glass.
Right.
And then this little fucking laser thing, blue laser, goes bzzz, touches it and it just goes whoop, and it's a fucking shot of whiskey.
Right.
I want that.
Oh yeah,
I want that.
Yeah, that's dope.
I fucking want that. I want to have a box full of fucking cubes next to me and be like, yeah, I'll have a fucking shot of Jack or, or just an iced tea or stick it there and then fucking just bzzz, choop. Just bloop. I want that fucking thing. That was cool. And you know what else was cool in Alien 3? When the scientist is studying the creature and the creature bangs on the window and he hits the fucking thing. And then, you know, the creature's gonna come at him again and he puts his hand up. You know, like they're learning. And then the two of them they just look like they're talking and then two of them attack the other one. One sacrifices itself so the acid can go through and they can escape.
That was an Alien 3?
Yeah, and then later they get the fucking scientist in the thing and he gets his blast. And then at the end we see him fucking cocooned up and he's like, it's such a beautiful creature. That was corny, but I liked it.
That was an Alien. No, that was an Alien.
Oh no, that was Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
It's the fourth one. I don't know why I'm saying 3. I'm using the wrong number. No, it's in Resurrection. And the other cool thing in that movie was the room where she walks into all the different Ripley clones.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones all there like kill me and
Yeah.
shit, and she just burns the fucking place down. That was awesome.
It was corny because it was supposed to be like this.
The
French
whole
comedy.
movie was, yeah. It did have, yeah. I've said this on one of our podcasts before.
It's a French
I
director.
like French humor when it's tongue in cheek and it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like French humor when it's corny.
Yeah.
It's the worst kind of
Oh,
corny.
man.
It really is the worst kind of corny.
Man, that was such.
It's really
Yeah.
like there's corny and then there's French corny. Like it's really fucking corny. It's real stupid. But yeah, there are things in it that are cool. When they swim in the
It was
water
totally French
and
corny.
they come up and they break through the membrane and it's a whole fucking silo cylinder fucking room filled with eggs starting to open up.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking starting to crawl out. That was cool.
No, there's some cool shot in it. It's just so corny.
It is. Yeah. I guess people have been looking at that page long enough.
Are you showing the whole
I'm going one at a time.
so I can read it like a
They want to. It's there.
Well, we'd like to thank the 4 listeners that are on, watchers. But Robert, I'd like to go back to Ralph Miletto.
Ralphie boy.
He was a great guy. He was a character.
He taught my mother.
Wow.
That's how many years he was in the school system. He taught my mother, then he taught our generation.
The Marinsky generation.
I wonder how long ago he retired.
That's what I'm going to call us Xers. The Marinsky generation.
Generation Marinsk.
Generation Marinsk. Generation Marinsk. That's good too. I like that. He was a funny guy, man.
I got my son a pewter.
Yeah.
My son's a little retarded, so I got him a pewter.
He spoke to us.
Lubick sent it out. That's right. My son's a little retarded, so I got him a pewter. Straighten him out. That's Ralph Miletto. That's Ralph Miletto. That is like one of the all-time greatest quotes
Oh my God.
in history. Straighten him out. He's a little retarded. That's how he talked. He was great. He was a character.
Oh my God.
That's why he's in all of our characters. Well, there's always a little Miletto.
We got to get Jess on the show.
Well, you know,
last time he was here, I wanted.
Our plan was going to be that we were going to be doing this from separate computers at some point.
Yeah, we can get on.
So that idea doesn't have to die. If we want to have guests,
Yeah,
we could still sit in this room, and he could be sitting there in fucking L.A.
Right.
talking to us.
Yeah, we can do it.
And we could put whatever we want on camera. You could show his face. We could,
I just wanted him.
Whatever.
When he was here, last, I wanted him. Excuse me. I wanted him on to do a podcast with us. And he was like,
I tried to get him to do one with us. Remember? And it was tough because he didn't have the time.
Oh, because he's always running around like an asshole.
Well, you get back in town. And how often you got to come in town? You got to see everybody.
Come on.
Tell him. Maybe he's watching.
Jets. Next time you're in town, motherfucker, you got to come and do a show with us.
Or we got to figure out how to Skype it or whatever one of those services works best.
I love you, brother. Come on our show.
Yeah, well, we could talk about movies he's done. We can get his background story. What we should do is we should have a viewing, right?
Yeah.
We sit down and we view it, and we give our opinions of it, and laugh about it, and then he could tell us the background stories about what happened in the movie. So we get a little insight into, how the movie was made, how things came to be, funny anecdotal stories about, how many actresses he smoked pot with on the set or whatever,
Did you smoke marijuana with women on a television or movie set?
Yeah. Did you?
Did you?
Yeah. He's not running for office.
Did you, Jess? He's running away. That's what Jess. He wanted to run away from society. Last time I talked to this, I was around sick LA. I go, what's wrong? There's just a fucking bunch of assholes running.
You know what though? There's a bunch of assholes everywhere.
I know.
You come back here, you'll be like, it's all fresh and awesome and familiar. And
everybody in the
it's
trash.
good to be home. It feels right, and then you realize everybody's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, there's a lot of assholes in the tri-state area. Oh my God. I'm lucky I don't own a weapon.
I have a feeling though that he's dealing with a different type of asshole. I think when you're from the East Coast, we're from the New York area. I think that you know what I'm saying. Like you have to be a particular type of asshole to survive. And so you're used to it and you're desensitized to it, and that's just how people interact. Right. I think out there it's a completely different type of asshole. Yeah. That just would be insufferable to someone from the East Coast. It's kind of pretentious. And you can't take the East Coast out of him. Yeah. You know, he's been out there for years, but he's still East Coast. You'll never lose him. Yeah.
Everybody who. If you're born in Los Angeles or you're born in New York, mostly, you're gonna one day go to one of the other
You're going to be
cities.
one kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
That's a good point. You could be
You're born over here, you're going to be this kind of asshole.
you could be a Long Island guy from you could be a guy from Long Island who's an asshole.
Oh, Long Island asshole.
And first I moved to fucking LA, and then said fuck those fucking fruits and nuts. And then I said I fucking.
But Long Island
now I'm in San Diego, and I fucking love it. I get a fucking tan every day. I go fishing.
Yeah, Long Island
LA.
assholes are our kind of assholes, though. They're from the East Coast.
Yeah, northern New Jersey jerk off.
Yeah, northern New Jersey jack-offs.
Jack-offs. I saw them play last night. They were great.
The Jersey boy jack-offs.
But my point is, in your lifetime, you're going to fly either to Los Angeles, or you're from Los Angeles, you're going to fly to New York. You're going to check out Gila City. Just for some reason, because, I don't know. And it's also like, especially where we're from, northern Jersey, we have this Florida connection too thing. It's so fucking weird.
It is very strange. Florida,
and
it's like quantum entanglement. Yeah. I'm not fucking kidding.
No,
I'm not kidding. I swear. It's like the moment an elderly person from New Jersey passes away in Florida, one moves from New Jersey to Florida. It's a fucking quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
It's something
so
it's
true.
Mysterious, like the fucking Force.
Yeah, it's so
very weird.
Man.
Yeah.
I would never live.
Florida is all. I don't think there's any people living in fucking Florida that were born in Florida. Yeah, they're all born in New Jersey.
Yeah, they're all.
And they moved to Florida.
Or they're from New York too.
It's weird, man.
It's like people from the boroughs too.
You go
Queens,
to Florida.
Bronx.
Go to Disneyland. Well, now Disneyland be different because that's a tourist attraction.
Yeah. They're all. It's all people from the tri-state area go to Florida.
Miami's all from New Jersey.
But there's just so many people I grew up in New Jersey with that they were always going down to fucking Florida for a fucking vacation all the fucking time. Where are you going? I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida.
Well,
I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida. No shit, you're going to Florida. That's the only place you ever fucking go. I'm going to Florida. Where you going? I'm going to Boca. Are you going to Boca? I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Boca. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Disneyland, Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm going to Sarasota. You know, Tampa. I'm going to Boca. You going to Boca?
Going to Boca?
I'm going to Boca. I'm going to Boca.
Boca's New Yorkers.
It's fucking everybody. There's so many jerk-offs I fucking knew went to Boca.
But what I'm saying is when they retire and move to Florida.
They move everywhere in Florida, dude. It's like, that's it. They go there to die. It's fucked up, man. I just buried my mother.
It should be the opposite.
I just buried. She was in Florida for the last 10 years of her life. She couldn't take New York anymore. I went out of Florida.
Why don't we lobby and try to get people's attention and take up this cause? People shouldn't be going there to die.
Yeah.
We should be going there to live and coming back here to die.
Yeah.
So what we should do is...
Hey, we got another viewer!
We should move...
Woo!
We should...
5!
We should move
5.
all of the old people back to Jersey.
Thank you, 5 viewer.
And then we go down to Florida, hang out on the beach,
5.
and chill, and fucking drink tequila and party while we're young, and live in Florida, and come to New Jersey to die. It's much better.
It's like that Billy Joel song.
Yeah.
What's the name of that one?
I don't know. He's got a lot of songs, man.
What is that one? He tells like an apocalypse.
I'm not a viewer. He's a stalker.
He's a stalker. Jersey Shore douche bags. The Jersey Boy Jack Off presents. I am not a viewer. What are you then? A socialist? We don't want any commies watching our show. This is pure American.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh.
But going back to Ralph Miletto.
I thought you were going to say Solo.
Going back to Ralph Miletto. But he was this great teacher, and he was a character, man.
Yep.
Oh, he was a character.
It's funny, you know, if you said, oh, do you remember this teacher, this teacher, this teacher, some of them have to struggle to come up with a mental image.
Right.
I remember Ralph Miletto like I was in the room with him right now.
Yeah. So do I.
Know? Like I remember his presence, his voice, the way he was.
Because it was these dramatic scenes. People stopped. It was fucking theater.
Yeah.
It was theater.
I think 8th grade was more like being on candid camera than it was at being in class.
Because you never knew what the fuck was gonna happen.
Yeah.
There should have been someone on the fucking side.
Yeah.
You know, Rip Torn with a fucking gong.
Yeah. Totally.
But Ralph Maletta was crazy, and he used to pick on me, you, and Ducharme.
Right.
The tree is.
He goes, I'm gonna take you, Rodera, and Ducharme, and I'm gonna build a little desk for the trees so I can keep my eyes on yous.
You kids is the worst.
You kids are the worst.
Then he'd go back to the closet, have a little nip of whatever he had in his little flask, come back out and be like, you kids are the greatest. And he would teach us fucking, his science class, he would hold up fucking, I don't know, it was like a baseball and a ball of tinfoil that he had left over from his sandwich.
Yeah.
This is the moon, and this is the earth. And the moon goes around the earth like this.
Oh my God. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, Merletto was, he was something else.
And then tell him the story about his son. He needed a computer.
We did that already.
We did?
We did the son's a little retarded.
No, yeah, but
Bought him a pewter.
we just said it.
Straighten him out.
We didn't say. He spoke to the class.
His kid was probably completely normal.
I have no
And
idea.
we just have this image of this poor kid with autism or whatever. You know, nothing, I'm not being insensitive.
Oh my God. That's
we get this mental image, but probably his kid was just like the rest of us, just a normal kid.
Yeah.
But if a kid's a little tarded, maybe a kid wasn't paying attention in class or something.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I got him a pewter, straighten him out.
Yeah, he told the class the story like, my son is not doing well. In math or something, or
I don't know. Maybe he was a savant. Who knows?
Reading comprehension. We don't know. So he was telling the class that I got him a computer to.
Straighten him out. A pewter. A
pewter. I got him a computer to help him out with his academics. But he said it like, I got him a pewter, and it's gonna straighten him right out. What's the quote? No. He said his kid is a little tarded.
Yeah,
meaning
my kid's a little tarded.
My kid is a little retarded.
Yeah. My kid's a little tarded.
What a fucked up thing to say.
So I bought him a pewter.
Right.
Him out.
You're telling your class that your kid's fucking retarded.
He's probably had a couple. Probably had a little couple shots of whiskey.
It's so fucked up to say that. You know how much trouble a teacher would get in now if they said that? Let alone hitting a bottle in the class.
Yeah.
But like
if anybody got offended by it,
say my kid
said something about it.
I said my kid's a little retarded, and the people would be like, "How could you say that?"
Yeah, but he's talking about his own kids, so
doesn't matter.
He's within his own right.
He would get reprimanded now. It's so fucked up.
Well, this was the 1980s we're talking about.
Yeah, but the world's so fucked up now. The world is so fucked up.
The world was a different place in the 80s. In some ways, the world's a lot better now. Things get better as time goes on.
No, I believe that.
Sometimes it's whatever, but
we're aware of our actions. It's just it wasn't meant in them. What I'm saying that.
Yeah, is it insensitive? Yes, but back then
it wasn't malicious though.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. And people think that now about that. It's fucked up.
Yeah, anything anyone ever says is all within context of what they mean, what the meaning is behind it, what their intention is with it.
And that's what I hate.
Also, things that people, would say freely in the 80s don't fly today, even in the proper context.
Right. Yeah.
But it's comedy gold to go back and say, my son's a little tarded. Got him a pewter.
No, I think
straighten him out.
I
mean, that's fucking genius.
It was an innocent observation.
That line belongs in a film somewhere.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino has to have a character that has that line.
I wouldn't give a fuck if someone found that insensitive. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
I could care less. Go
Don
fuck
Rickles.
yourself.
Yeah, look at that.
Don Rickles. Oh my God.
Jesus, you know how many things he said over the years?
Oh my God.
People would fucking go crazy.
Oh
today.
my God.
And Don Rickles was a comedic genius.
Oh my God.
He was excellent.
He's still alive, isn't he?
No, I think he passed away. I think Don Rickles passed away quite recently too. I could be wrong about that.
I think you're wrong with that. Is Don Rickles dead?
He's
Or 5 years?
If he isn't, he's really fucking old.
He hangs out
Yeah,
with...
he did pass away last year. See, I knew it was recently.
Yeah. He hung out with Bob Newhart. He's fucking great.
The original Bob Newhart show was really cool.
Yeah, but no, they were buddies, those two.
They were butt buddies?
Butt buddies. Chips?
Eric Estrada?
Chips?
Oh, I think you're talking about the television show.
Chips?
Nah, I'm good. Let me try one. I'll take a little handful. There we go. That's good enough.
Is the Oreo? Oreo out? Yeah. He was a great teacher in the aspect of he was a character.
He had an influence on all of us.
Yeah.
And it sounds like when we talk about him, it sounds like we're talking about him negatively.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
I don't think so.
You know, all the stories that we told and, you know, his character attributes that we brought up to everybody here. I can understand how someone could take that as like we're shitting on his personality. Mm-hmm. You know, like he was an alcoholic and a fucking wacko. But that's what we loved about him.
Yeah.
That it was what made him endearing.
Oh, he was a great guy. Another one he'd say, if you said something fuck. There was this kid from Edgewater. I have no idea what his name was, but I know what his face looks like. If we had a yearbook, I'd be like that guy.
I might be able to help you with this.
He had curly hair.
Okay.
And he would always wear one of those jean jackets with the sleeves cut off. Anyway, I'm in class with him, and he handed his homework to my left. And on the top part, he writes like Led Zepp and the Cross, and like Deep Purple and all these bands he writes on it.
Okay.
And Mileto goes, "What is this?" He goes, "My homework." He goes, "No, this up here." He goes, "This is unacceptable to hand in for your homework. You don't draw homework."
He wasn't having it.
I think he said either he gave him an F or said do it over again. Fucking hilarious. And then he say like he made a remark back to him. He goes, "Get your books and get out of here. You stayed at 4 today." That was the most classic tagline.
Get your books and get out of here.
You stayed at 4 today. And I got that a lot too. I had a lot of detention in school, man.
Oh, talk about all the change and bobs and bibs that he kept in his pockets. All little bits and bobs and change and pen caps and whatever the fuck, springs and clockwork pieces, whatever the fuck he was hoarding in his pockets.
Tom Mayak would go, "Hey, look at Ralphie. He's playing pocket pool." Oh my god. Funny shit, man.
Yeah, he's talking about telling his jokes. You want to talk about the most non-PC person I know? You would think I would say you, but this guy right here, this dude right here in the comments, my buddy Chris, I don't know, man. I think he beats you out.
Oh, I believe it. I'm not that outrageous.
Here's the thing. You do your thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do your wacky thing, and you say your stuff, and it's great. It's funny. He finds the point where it's the most inappropriate thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
He tunes into that.
And
his brain automatically seeks out the inappropriate spot, the most inappropriate spot,
nice.
and says the most inappropriate thing at that point.
Nice. Basically,
that's how I think that's how his brain works.
he goes in for the kill.
Where he sees what's going on in the situation, and it's like, okay, this is the most inappropriate thing, and he just strikes.
Let's see if they even fight back from that. No. Good. Oh damn, this guy's fucking around. He's not fucking around.
Oh my god. Oh, too fucking funny. But yeah, you guys been looking at that screen a little long enough. But yeah, man, Morletto, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
You know.
It was a great funny name.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of all my teachers. I don't even remember all the faces of my teachers. I don't even remember all the classes I've ever had with all my teachers. But I'll never forget him. I'll never forget what class was like there. I might even forget what some of the rooms look like, but because I remember him and those classes, I remember what that room looked like. I remember what the windows looked like. I remember the desks, the chalkboard, like, you know. So yeah, he was. Yeah, we talk about him endearingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a big Yankees fan.
Yep.
Loved Florida, right? And fishing. Did you fish now?
I don't know. I remember Carl Brugger from Leonia High School. He was a big fisher.
Yeah, well. His fish fries.
Then they do like a little fishing club or something like that. Right?
With
Anglers Club. Yeah, he was a really good guy. Hey, he's a genuinely good person.
Yeah.
You know? Here's something interesting about him. He had a son and a daughter that they adopted because I think maybe there was some issue or his wife was having trouble with pregnancy or whatever. But then what happened was she wound up having a child. And it was whatever. I'm just saying for the sake of whatever, you know, I don't know if it was the boy, the girl, how many years separated, but the daughter was born with the same birthday as the adopted daughter. Then she later had another kid, and she had a son, and the son was born on the same day as the adopted son.
Oh wow!
So they both shared the same birthday, but they were just like a couple years apart or whatever. But they were both born on the same day. I don't know if it was the boy first, the girl, or whatever. But
that's an amazing
that's a
story.
Cool story, right?
That's
interesting. Well, it's not amazing. It's just an interesting thing that happened to someone that I know.
I think it should be a movie.
I don't think that should be a movie.
I think so. I say
no tension.
I think it'd be a science fiction.
This should be a spy movie.
I think a good science fiction movie that. What would you call it? Double twins?
It could be a kids movie.
Quadruple.
It could be a called kids movie, and they can call it Solo, a Star Wars story.
Clones quadruple.
Seeing double. Double vision. Double trouble.
We both have the same birthday.
Too much.
That'll be an amazing movie.
It Takes Two.
Ralph and Leno. Oh, Ralph.
Straighten him out.
We're gonna make T-shirts too. Ralph's Pewter Club.
Yeah, give him another screen.
And give him another screen, will you?
I don't think Izzy's watching because I told him that the first, I guess, half or whatever of this show, we'd be talking about the movie Solo, giving spoilers, what we liked, what we didn't like, and he hasn't seen it yet, so he didn't want spoilers. So I told him, I said, don't watch if you don't want spoilers.
Well,
don't tune in.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Izzy. He's probably watching, just trolling in the background, lurking in the shadows.
I'm watching you, Rob.
Chewing on bone marrow in the corner, no clothes on.
What are you doing, Rob? Why are you in that part of that area?
Oh yeah.
So, Ralph Miletto.
Ralphie boy. Ralph's Pewter Club.
That being said, yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
All right, I need you to think for a moment. Saving this question to when we ran out of Star Wars material. Best to worst Star Wars films.
Best to worst.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how close our list is.
It's off a little. The first three are off. That's the problem. I guess. Empire, Star Wars, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. We have to say Force Awakens. Because you see Han Solo again, and you want to see anybody. I would wanted to see Luke and Han in that fucking movie. The whole thing that pisses me off about the sequels is they never met up. They always meet up, and then they go off on their secret adventures and shit. They never fucking like
come back to it.
Hano, buddy, do you read me? Yeah, kid, I'm gonna go check out this blah 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 over here. Alright, to meet you back in the base. Fucking A! You know, we're hanging out. They're hanging out. You didn't have to kill Han Solo in A Force Awakens. You could have waited till fucking The Last Jedi to kill him. And then you wait till fucking 9 to kill fucking Luke off. They're such assholes. That's what pisses me off. Fuck the aesthetics of the fucking two movies. You're fucking up the actors' fucking usage. You could have told Han Solo, Harrison Ford, say, fuck you, we're killing you off in the second movie, and suck our dicks. We have to finish this thing properly. They didn't do it.
Next on your list?
Well, it's fucking, that's what I don't like about the prequels. It's like, there was no Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Right.
Fucking action going down. Like, boom, boom, but back. The band is back for a little bit before he died. You know, I wanted to see a little of that. But you see that with Harrison, you see that with Han Solo, Harrison Ford, in Force Awakens. When they're shooting the stormtroopers, he's like, let me see that crossbow. And he's like, man, that's fucking... There's once in classic Han, he doesn't even look in one direction and he blows the stormtrooper away. And I was like, oh, they got that right. You know, and when Han talks about Luke, and he goes, oh yeah, the Jedi, the Force, that's all real, man. Because I thought it was all honky bullshit. And he said, he's like, no, it's all real. And Finn and Rey are like in awe. And they have this hologram of the fucking star system there. And I was like, this is so good. This is such a cool scene. You know, but anyway, they could. That's what pissed me off about the sequels in general. They could have done it better. They could have done the Thrawn series. You know, the books that you read.
If they did that in the 90s.
Yeah, they could have done that. But anyway,
all right, start your list from the top.
Again, Empire.
I'm with you.
A New Hope.
I'm with you.
You are?
I'm with you. Empire first, then New Hope. Going best to worst.
Yeah. Jedi.
Yes. Still with you.
Okay. Force Awakens.
Might be with you.
Definitely not Rogue One. No way. No way is Rogue One better than A Force Awakens. Because you see Han Solo. You see Harrison Ford come back.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. I know the Vader scene is cool and some cool, but there's a lot of fucking corny shit in Rogue One.
The pacing in the first act of the movie is a little weird.
It's some of the
character
characters.
Development isn't that.
Yeah,
great.
some of the characters I don't really like. I think some stuff is hokey. I like Budokai.
Yeah.
I love him.
Me too.
I love Forrest Whitaker in Rogue.
Too.
He is so cool. I like that he's a terrorist.
Yeah.
I like it when you see him when he's young. And he looks down the hole, and he's the young one.
You see your list together.
Okay. All right.
You back down to Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Then I'll say... I know Rogue One is better the next one.
That's my next pick. That's my next on the
But
list.
since I like, it's probably, I think Rogue One and The Last Jedi are neck and neck, because it's just old Luke, it's old Mark Hamill, and it's
Yeah, this is where we split.
But the Rogue One,
we were good up until this point.
but because I got to be honest, because I like watching the shit with Luke on the island and stuff. There's some cool stuff. You got to watch the behind the scenes footage on the Blu-ray of scenes that they didn't put in, and I was like, oh, this scene could have totally been in the movie, and it would have been cool. It would have worked. It would have totally worked. When you watch it next time, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I was like, that was a good scene, man.
All right, so you're not going Rogue One. You're going Last Jedi after Force Awakens.
Yeah, because I want to see Mark Hamill, and then Rogue One.
Force Awakens, Last Jedi, then Rogue One.
Then Rogue One.
All you have left now are Solo and the prequels.
Revenge of the Sith.
Uh-huh.
Then I don't know, Attack of the Clones, or it could either Attack of the Clones or I would say Phantom Menace, because the opening scene in the Phantom Menace.
Opening sequence is cool in Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
and then it
dope.
falls apart.
Yeah, I agree.
The movie completely falls apart after the opening
you're like, this is dope.
It opens up so cool.
Like, because
it feels awesome.
He goes, I'm not going in there with Jedi.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. And he goes,
Shields.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
And the protocol droid comes in to serve them tea or something.
Yeah.
And then Liam Neeson's like, I sensed something. And then they back up and they put out their fucking their laser swords.
Yeah, but it falls apart right
and,
there.
Yeah, and then you're like, this is dope. And then you see this cannon inside the hangar blow up the ship.
Yeah.
Captain, you're like, oh, this is Star Wars, man. This is totally Star Wars. And you're like, you're hooked. And then the whole fucking thing falls apart.
Yep.
The Jar Jar Binks shit.
So
yes, massa. Abba dabba dabba massa. Dabba dabba. I mean, you want to talk about racist, or maybe, I don't know, but it was like, abba dabba dabba massa massa massa. It was really like fucked up, man. I don't know.
You're gonna laugh at my list. You're gonna completely disagree.
And then Solo's the last one.
Wow.
All right, no. I'm sorry. No. Solo is underneath the Revenge of the Sith. You have to watch it again.
I've watched it many times.
It's a good story.
It doesn't do it for me.
It's a good story, though.
It
It's the best of the prequels. It's the best
but
of the prequels.
Not saying
but not saying much. I knew you were going to say I knew you were going to say that. It's not saying much. It's funny how the younger generation, the kids who grew up in the 90s, like, the prequels rule, man.
No, because that's what they saw first.
I know, and I was like, dude, you have
they
no
saw that
idea,
first.
dude. I know, but that's horrible introduction to Star Wars.
All right, here's my list.
All right, hold on, but I'll say
it starts off like yours.
I'll say.
You didn't find where to put Solo in the mix.
Yeah.
Is Solo above the prequels? Is it mixed into the prequels? You had it dead last for a second there.
I don't think it's dead last, but
where do you put it? Like Sith.
After
then
Revenge
Solo,
of the Sith,
then Clone Wars, then
yeah. I would say Solo's right underneath of Revenge of the Sith, and then the rest of the prequels. I don't give a shit.
All right.
Attack of the Clones. You got that scene.
There's
with
not
Kenobi.
Much of a difference in our list, but
Yeah.
there's two that get flipped pretty
All right,
radically.
do your list.
Empire is
Yeah.
the best. New Hope is second.
You always said Jedi was first.
No.
You did.
No, Empire has always been first for me. Empire has always been my favorite.
But then you said Jedi was then Star Wars, didn't you?
No.
It was
It's always been Empire,
New Hope,
Star Wars.
A New Hope. When we say Star Wars, we're just referring to A New Hope.
Well, we grew up with it.
Star Wars. That's right. We grew up with the originals, you motherfuckers.
Changed it to A New Hope. But that doesn't matter. So it goes Empire, Star Wars.
Yes, because we weren't exposed to the prequels. That's
A New Hope. So Empire, Star Wars, Jedi.
Yeah.
Then after that, I have to go, I guess, Force Awakens. Then Rogue One.
Yeah.
Then what else have we got?
You got The Last Jedi. You got Solo, and then prequels.
Okay, so then
You got 5.
All right, so I'll go Empire, Star Wars, Jedi, Rogue One. Then I'm gonna go Solo, prequels, 3, 2, 1, Last Jedi.
Wow. Last Jedi, wow.
Dead last.
Over the prequels? You're out of
Ryan Johnson's The Last Movie.
And wait for a sequel. The Cunt returns. Return
Revenge of the Cunt.
Revenge of the Cunt. Wow. Last Jedi. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Empire, Star Wars,
Over the prequels?
Jedi, Rogue One, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Solo, prequels 3, 2, 1, and then Last Jedi.
No way.
I might go prequels 3, 1, 2, Jedi. I might put Phantom Menace just above
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Pod racing in Phantom Menace is corny as hell.
But the sound design in it is something that I cherish. If you, like, say we had a Blu-ray on of Star Wars Pod Race, and you just turned off the screen and we were just listening to the sounds, dude, the sound was so good. It was so well crafted. It was really well done. But I'm very sensitive to sound.
It's so corny.
In film. You know, just sound design in general, not just the music, but the way just the way all the audio works together.
Right.
Super sensitive to it. Changing. The sound is half the film, as far as I'm concerned. Oh yeah, you went to the next one. Good. Give him something to look at. Yeah, they probably like, people watching this probably like, what happens at the end of the story? Jesus Christ, it's taking you an hour to get to the end. Well, this is just seeing them get shot, so we'll move on to the next one.
I think I skipped the scene.
They crash. No, you're going forward. This way, right?
I think I forward too much. Gotta go back.
Nah, this is good. They saw them. They got the mission. Now they're going on the mission. So pod racing game is very good. I liked it. I like the N64 version. And again, that was another game. Great. The sound design was great. Those old school Star Wars games, man. Like this one. I consider this in that family of old school good Star Wars games. The sound design is great. They just feel like the old school movies. Even though this one is something that comes out of the prequels, it's still... The artists, you could tell, it was more influence came from the original, old school. Yeah, this is a cool story. I should live stream this game and show off the cinematics and play the game proper. Thanks, dude. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. It was good to see you. Maybe we'll talk before.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Before the fucking convention in a few months. Let's hope that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a reunion. We're gonna make shirts. I've been trying to tell the guy who runs the con. I follow him on Instagram.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we give out
shirts,
chains, or stickers?
We can give out stickers.
Because we can have more of them on us and just constantly hand them out. So instead of carrying a box of t-shirts around, you have a pocket full of stickers. With website on it. Or keychains.
The tits podcast.
And just give them out to people at random. Just be like, hey, here you go. Want this? You're like, oh, what is this? And maybe, 2 out of 10 people will tune in, and 1 out of every 5 of those people might stick with us. So maybe we'll get 2 new viewers.
Anything's better.
But it's worth a shot.
You know what? The reason why I do this with you is because it's just archival. Someday someone will find this and be like, oh, these guys were good or these guys were shit. I end up listening to all their shows. So
You could talk to people that you know in your life, right, about these particular topics, right?
Right.
They don't give a fuck. They're not going to sit down and laugh about it. We could sit down, laugh, talk about this shit, talk about the movies, how we feel about them, what we like and dislike.
Right.
And now someone else who might be interested in it later on down the road could find it and listen to it. So it's like we found people to talk about it with,
Right.
you know?
Well, that's why I like it. Cause
Go.
it's just archival. It's in the
Look at that Mandalorian, got it in the face. Blast right in the face, took his mask right off.
It's in the Universal. Oh wow, look at that, both. Yeah, you want to talk about a really good series? The Clone Wars cartoon.
Tartovsky's, if I'm pronouncing his name right, the guy who did Samurai Jack and all
No,
that.
those are cool for design.
I love those.
Aesthetics?
I love those.
But
I love his artwork and his style.
But if you watch the Clone Wars, the stories, Rob, the
The
writing.
computer animated one.
Oh, the writing is so good, Rob.
I avoided those.
No, Rob, they're so good. I was so hooked.
Yeah.
They're so good. You know what they're like? They're just like the Batman animated series, the stories. That's the Clone Wars. You watch them, you're like, this would be.
You're talking about the caliber of writing, not the style of story.
The writing's great, man. The episodes are awesome, and they continue a story arc with all the characters, but they have individuals. It's like Star Trek. You know, how they do an overall arc of how the characters are going to end up, but then they have individual shows sometimes. Sometimes they do a 3-parter or 4-part, just like Star Trek does. Dope. Oh, look at Rob's collection getting.
I know. I gotta organize this place and find a way to display the shit properly. All right. Moving on to the next screen.
I should probably blast through this and play a level.
I'm gonna move on.
Minimal resistance. Wrap up the comic for anyone who was watching it. Get to the chopper!
Are we still on air?
Mm-hmm.
Dead air, Rob. You're not even talking to these people.
Breezing through the comic real quick.
Oh, Jesus.
Getting through it, and then I'm gonna put a level on so there's something more.
We're down to
interesting.
3 people now. Fuck. What was our biggest one? We had 7 one day? I think.
No, we had more than that. I told you we had like 80 something.
Not live. We never had any.
Yeah, you watch live. It refreshes the next morning. It'll tell me how many people.
Oh, really? Oh, this is not true?
Yeah, you can never go by that number.
Oh. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
People watch, but they don't comment.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, no wonder I'm out of it. Oh, so there's more viewers!
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh, maybe not.
You never know. We'll know tomorrow morning.
Well, thank you, 5 illustrious viewers. Now down to 3. Oh, woe is me. Only 3 commenting.
That's a cool shot right there.
That is a fat shot. That's cool. Keep it up for a while. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's a cool shot. Yeah.
They're getting roasted.
Yeah, that's fat. What do you think about a Boba Fett movie?
I don't think it's necessary, but, you know, it could be good. Could be cool.
What about the Obi-Wan movie they want to do?
I don't know.
Hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah, give us... I don't know.
That's.
Listen, I'll be excited to see New Old Republic, but you know what? I'd be more excited to see something that had nothing to do with, like, you know what I mean? Like something in the universe.
That's what Ryan
far-flung future.
What about Ryan
or
Johnson?
Go way back to the first Jedi.
Ryan
Go
Johnson.
Go back to Czar Kun and fucking, the original fucking Sith.
Yeah.
Go back to Kane.
What about Ryan Johnson doing another spin-off trilogy?
I can't. Have they taken it away from him yet, or is he's still green-lighted for that?
He's still green-lighted.
God damn it, man! Really? If that's Kathleen Kennedy's decision, isn't it?
Yes.
So she's got to go too. Take it away from him, man. He's not allowed to play. He proved that he's irresponsible with the toys. You can't play with them.
People want Kathleen Kennedy to resign.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, listen. It's a business. She's producer, whatever. But I just think that it wasn't a good fit. Star Wars it wasn't a good fit for her. I'm sorry.
For her?
Yeah, it just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't, the timing wasn't right, or just, I don't know, man. I don't know what she thought she was doing. And she thinks she's doing a good job too, probably.
What about?
She thinks people like me, with my opinions, are wrong.
What about Jon Favreau doing a series?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I think I didn't know why they don't pick these directors who are into science fiction to do these Star Wars movies, right? I think that would be the most appropriate director to use.
Right.
Unless you had like Martin Scorsese wants to direct a Star Wars movie. Oh shit.
Yeah, that seems like.
Yeah, but I mean, you would be like, okay, fine. I don't think it's going to be Goodfellas and fucking.
No, of course not.
And Coruscant, but.
No, but I'm thinking his directing style.
Yeah.
In Star Wars, and it seems weird.
Who knows? As long as it goes with the flow of the Star Wars world.
Why am I forgetting his name? Jesus Christ. The guy who works with Johnny Depp all the time. He is Johnny Depp's in all his fucking movies. Oh my god.
John Waters?
No, not John Waters. Not John Waters. He is Johnny Depp. John Waters. To the Star Wars belt. With
Divine. With Divine.
Divine passed away.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking funny, man.
That would be funny shit, man. I bet somebody did some kind of parody like that.
It would be. John Waters should have done a fucking Star Wars parody. That would have been very funny.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody did something like that.
No,
but who?
It's like giving a Star Wars movie to like George Romero. Like, I love Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Those movies are fucking amazing, but he could never have done a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
His style is too guerrilla style. It's too. His movies come together.
They're very B movies.
There's not a lot of pre-production in his films.
Yeah,
his films come together as he's making the film.
Yeah.
Same thing like George Miller.
Yeah.
George Miller is
on our other podcasts about Mad Max.
Yeah.
And you can find that in Stuffisgd archives until we get back our other podcast set up. But this is a cool little alternative thing we'll probably do in the future once we get.
We'll be doing this for a while until we get set up. Yeah.
Yeah, until I get the new equipment.
It'll be like this.
So it's a cool little backup that at first I was a little apprehensive about, and I said, "Fuck it, it looks good," and we're getting our shit out. So I like how we have this visual on too. But we had visuals too on our other podcast, but. Check out our Mad Max episode.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Where we just bullshit about Mad Max.
And played Mad Max.
And we played Mad Max.
Great game, by the way.
And this is a cool concept because we show a video game concept with the subject matter we're talking about. Yeah, play some of the game, Rob. And Rob's a big gamer. I used to play Atari when I was a kid, 2600, if that counts. I think that counts. It just... I didn't continue. My friend Ken Moss is a gamer too. You should get Ken Moss on your show.
I know.
He
can't watch my show though because his kids are always around.
But you know what you guys could do? He
couldn't watch our show because his kids are around the way we.
No. But Ken stays up late.
But what I do when I do the gaming stuff, it's really over the top.
Yeah.
Like it's pushing the envelope, pushing boundaries. So it's not safe for kids.
What you and Ken can do is you guys can play a game live from your houses.
Yes.
And he'll do that.
Yeah.
And you can record it.
Yeah.
And you guys could do the audio.
I'm sure he would definitely.
He would do that in a minute. That's why I said you should have him.
Malone streamed a game with me one night, but we couldn't get his audio working, so you only hear me talking. But
that was Star Trek, right?
Star Trek VR.
Yeah.
That game's great. I love it. That's a lot of fun, man. But I'm one of the people that dig VR, man. I dig it a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're like a real gamer.
Well,
Like,
some people get motion sickness from playing.
I could see that. I got that. I got that a little bit when I was trying it over.
I could play it all day and night.
Yeah. I think after a while you could get over the motion sickness.
Yeah.
I think at first it's like, whoa, it's a little, but you're like a real fucking gamer. I mean, you have all these consoles and you do this history and you read up. You could write a book, Rob.
I don't know about writing a book.
Oh, you never know. You can do a review of shit.
If I was going to write, it would be fiction.
But you could also write a book about reviews and stuff. People would buy it if they liked it, if it was written well. Look at you kicking ass.
Taking names.
Look at that. The Marinsky. Rob could pick up a game and play it in minutes and figure it out. I can play that game in 3 seeds. I can play it in 1.
Oh, I died.
I died.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, so dramatic. I died. Oh, look at this. This is dope. It's fat. Oh, I died. Now Rob is running. He's running.
You're on you're watching the computer screen on a delay.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, that's what they're seeing, right? They're seeing this.
Yeah, but they're hearing it in real time.
Yeah.
Well, not in real time, but like.
Oh, the audio.
What we see on that screen.
Yeah.
Right now, is what they're seeing when they're hearing me say this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, didn't want to do that.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I'm a little tired. Which audio are they hearing first?
They're hearing us. They're seeing it here.
On the little monitor, yeah.
But when I say this,
yeah,
they're seeing this. So my voice matches up to this. So if I say jump, jump, jump.
For my love?
When you see me do the jump, 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 you'll
Yeah.
hear me say jump, jump, jump.
But they're seeing
Jump.
this now.
Say?
They're seeing this now.
Yeah, that's the delay.
Yeah, but they're seeing
So
the
they
delay.
they hear us, yeah. They hear us and see us a little bit late.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the delay. Why are you a different color now?
I'm not.
Well, you were like...
different color. I guess lighting has something to do
it's
with
lighting.
it too, I guess.
I love that jetpack shit. That is dope. You got the rocket on top you can use on the jetpack?
I can't remember.
That must
You
fire.
get, I think you get weapons. You get like a rocket.
Dude, they
launcher.
got a cool pin of the action figure, the 80s one with Boba Fett. It's fat, Rob. You can get him in the blue outfit or the gray one. It's fat. It's Boba though.
Yeah.
It's not Jenga.
Boba.
Boba. I will kill you for my
My
father's-
backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett.
I will kill you.
You know that song, right?
No, I don't.
MC Chris? You know that song.
No, I don't.
Get out of here.
No.
Well, we're not going to listen to it on air because of copyright, but...
Are they getting any audio out of this game or no?
No, I turned the audio
Turn
off of the
it
game.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. Just running.
Oh, I made it.
The jetpack's dope.
My backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett.
It's pretty.
Look at all these guys. I'm just going to mow them all down.
Oh, they're all after you, huh? Oh shit!
Yeah, we got shock sticks and shit.
That jetpack is so fat, man. Oh,
Oops.
nice.
I changed my weapon. I'm going to die.
What weapon did you change?
I turned off my weapon and put on the fucking thing that I used to capture people with.
Oh shit!
I need to get to these right now. There we go.
To those guys?
To the health packs.
Oh, the blue ones?
Yeah.
Get it. Hurry, get it.
I'm good. I'm full.
Get another one.
I'm full.
Oh. You slaughtered everybody.
Got jets.
Slaughtered everybody. You're good at this, man. I can't.
I played this game before. I played the GameCube port of this. This is the place. This is a port on the
Right.
PS4 of the PS2 version of the game, but it's the same fucking game. But for some reason, I don't know. The GameCube controls. I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know, I'm thinking back nostalgic, but it just felt a little bit like the controls were a little better back then. But
Right. Oh shit. Nice. Like sliding down that bitch. Put the fire out. One and a. Oh shit. Enemy territory. Oh shit. They're all around. Fuck. Oh dude, you fucking crazy nigga. Damn. Look at you. Look at you. That's the jetpack, man.
the
It's
jetpack's awesome.
so dope, man. It's so dope.
It makes you feel like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Even though you're playing as Jango, you know what I mean.
Yeah, totally. It's fat, man. I was gonna say we should have got the Atari 2600 Empire Strikes Back, where you have to destroy the AT-ATs. It's like 8-bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that would get boring to look at after.
Yeah, but it would be cool to put it in. I'd love to play it.
We can arrange that for a future.
Oh, all right, cool. I'd love to play that. Like, oh, this is
In
dope.
fact, I have an Atari collection for the PS4, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Mhm.
I have two. There's two of them. There's Collection 1 and Collection 2
Collection 1
that I can play on this
2.
system.
Right.
Um,
Collection 1.
but I can't remember if any Star
and
Wars games are on
Collection
it.
2. All right, what else would you want to talk about Star Wars?
You know, fucking, there's a lot of expanded universe stuff that is fucking awesome, and there's a lot of it that's fucking silly.
Right.
You know, but mainly the Timothy Zahn books. There's a reason why people still talk about them.
Yeah.
They, you know, there were things in it though. I'm gonna admit were a little silly, you know, but it still felt like Star Wars, you know, and it was only taking place 5 years after. The character of Thrawn is real interesting, but that's part of Star Wars canon now. They, you know, Rebels brought us that, and there's the book Thrawn about him that I want to read. I hope they got the character right. One of the things I like most about the character in the books is that he had he was an interesting personality. He knew a lot about art, like he was like an art buff, and if he studied the art of a species, it was his way of like finding their weaknesses.
Right.
And that's a really interesting character concept. You know, it's a really cool character trait. And Thrawn was the only non-human to be given the title of Grand Admiral by Palpatine. So you know there must have been something special about this guy, because you know Palpatine, you know,
was a human himself.
right? He would only give positions of power to humans.
Right.
So there must have been something about Thrawn that really impressed him.
What about Vader?
And he was a really smart fucking tactician. You know, he almost won.
What about the scene in Revenge of the Sith goes, no,
Vader.
No.
Poor James Earl Jones had to.
No.
I bet when he was doing that, he knew that he must have smelt that it was going to be bad. He had to have known.
No!
Speaking of no, get those fucking sticks away from me. Holy shit. Those things take a lot of health off.
No!
No!
Where's Padme?
Actually, that was cool, that first one. Where is Padme? Like, just fucking James Earl Jones speaking. I was like, yeah. You know?
That's
and then the Frankenstein. It's the Frankenstein moment. The prequels gave us a Frankenstein scene, and Rian Johnson gave us Mary Poppins. That was a weird little glitch. I got stuck on the edge. It was like, blah, 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 blah. My backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett. I love that song. I'm bounty hunting for a job at a hut to finance my vet. There's no match for the Fett.
Nice.
Oh, I should have. There we go. Whoa. A fucking crowd of them. Oh, I need to pick this checkpoint up.
So this is all the game? You just go shoot people and pick up shit?
Well, I mean, you know, game has to have gameplay, right? But there's a lot of great story in here. But it's very fluid, and it does feel like, you know, you're a badass because you're just mowing people down. You know, it's like, you know, Batman. You know, Boba Fett is the Batman as far as like badass. You know, like Batman is the badass of comics. And Boba Fett's the badass of Star Wars. You know, only difference is one's a good guy, one's a bad guy. This is where I want to be. Nice. Open the door.
He's worth a lot to me.
Yeah, it sucks that they changed the voice, but I guess for continuity it was kind of necessary.
Nah, you didn't need
because
it.
now you realize that it's a clone, so he kind of has to grow up and have that voice. But I don't know. I didn't think it was really necessary. Boba Fett could have still been Boba Fett, even though all the clones were acted and voiced by whoever the actor's name is. Forgive me for forgetting his name, because I forget everyone's name.
He's worth a lot to me.
In this game,
you promised.
In this game, you have the character Montross, who was once a Mandalorian. If you read that comic book that I had up, he was kind of like the douchebag one. Now he's a mercenary bounty hunter, and so there's a scene with Montross in this where he gets up to one of his bounties, and he's like, "Please, I'll pay you double. I'm worth more alive." And he says to him, "You're worth enough dead." Boom.
Nice.
You know, he doesn't give a fuck. You're worth enough dead.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that any new Star Wars story movies they make, they better be good.
I liked Rogue One. You know, we've already talked a million times about the pilot, about the problems with it, and there are a lot of problems.
They're 1 for 1 with them.
But there's a lot of good stuff in Rogue One.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Rogue One actually is one of the few movies that made.
A lot of people put them after the.
Really worth watching.
A lot of them put them after the trilogy.
I kind of, you know.
A lot of people.
It was a tough choice for me to pick either Rogue One or Force Awakens.
What is it, Force Awakens or Rogue One?
I put Force Awakens up there. It just takes the edge out just because of Han and Chewie. If it wasn't for Han and Chewie, yeah, but you know what? As a movie and a story, I thought it was good, and it felt like it kind of belonged. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could watch Rogue One and then watch the original 3 movies, and it feels like it's in place. Force Awakens is just a little bit of something about the modern Star Wars movies is too much modern. Like it doesn't. Like if you watch the movies in marathon, they just won't feel. You know what I'm talking about? This is where I want it to be. But I need more health.
Oh my god.
Now, which door did I open? I can't remember.
That being said,
I don't know what I opened. Is it this way?
were you trying to get out?
I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to go. I hit the switch, so it means I opened up a door somewhere. I just can't remember where. Maybe it's up top here. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. I can't remember. Did I come from this way? Whoa, camera.
I'm jogging, I'm flying. Where am I? Look around. Oh shit.
My backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett.
Well, that being said,
Oh, wait a minute. If I could finish this level on camera, that'd be great.
oh, I'll go up. Fuck.
This might be it. I hit that switch. Maybe I was supposed to go this way? Oh, you fucker. You motherfucker.
You were,
Alright,
you were
I
in
can
that.
finish this board now. There's gonna be a lot of fuckers to kill in here, though.
Put the audio up in this. They want to hear just dead silence.
Well, they're hearing us talk.
Yeah, but we're quiet now.
Quiet enough. I mean,
How quiet are we? Really quiet.
so quiet.
Like, I don't feel like talking.
I don't feel like talking.
And you're just like,
When do you never feel like talking?
oh, that's funny. I'm quiet all the time. I have a neighbor upstairs from my apartment, and I'm like, I watch the volume on my TV. I'm like, is that too loud? But they're fucking loud. I live in an old building that there's no soundproofing. But
I'm getting there.
yeah. So you put the Last Jedi last.
Last Jedi is dead last.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Even old Luke.
Oh, hey, I got a trophy.
You got a trophy.
Body count 1,000.
Nice. You're a killer, Rob.
I'm a killing machine.
I have the death sentence on 12 systems.
I'll be careful.
You'll be dead. There's an action figure of that guy I gotta get.
Yeah.
It's dope. I should have that in my collection. I've been wanting that in my collection forever.
Dr. Evazan
Oh, it's awesome.
and Pondo Baba.
You just watch yourself. We're wanted men. That's why you can't beat Star Wars. That is just like, oh yeah. You're droids. We don't serve their kind here.
Alright, well, I finished the level.
Yeah. And that being said,
With that being said, oh, it was a good show. Good night. Good comments.
you're gonna wrap it up.
But, yeah, anybody watching this in the archive, the following show.
And thank you for our 3 viewers who are on still.
Following Saturday.
Well, we see three viewers commented maybe.
We're going to go
Yeah,
Ultimate
I know.
Nerd next week
Yeah, stay tuned next week.
for Prime Nerd.
Prime Nerd Star Trek series.
Yep, Star Trek with special guest.
We've been talking about this show for a long time.
Special guest Tone Balone,
Tone
a.k.a.
Tony loves Skippy's number 84729er. That's for the 21st century. The Niner is new.
Here's
Otherwise,
the fucked up thing. I'm
otherwise
gonna
known
bring
as
this up next week.
Humpster Brains.
I'm going to bring this up next week.
Humpster Brains. Humpster Brains.
Next week, I'm going to bring this up. I also have a series of questions set up to start conversations that you guys are going to really like.
All right, awesome. I'm going to
For
write some
next
shit
week.
too. Yeah, I'm going
I
to write
got
some
questions that are going to be like, you
Yeah.
know, like I just asked you, list your movies and blah 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 blah. blah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have those types of questions. Oh shit, what was I going with this? Oh, I'm gonna bring this up next week, but I'm gonna bring it up now because it still amazes me that you came up with Tony Loves Skippy's number 84729 years before Voyager. Voyager comes on and introduces us to species 8472. The only thing missing was the 9.
Yeah. Oh wow, really?
Yeah, so we
I
have
called it?
species 8472, and so people might get confused when you say 84729 when you call Tony that.
Right.
And say no, it's 8472, but no, 84729. Tony Loves Skippy's number 84729 is like a decade older than Voyager.
Oh yeah.
So like somehow you pulled that out of the ether.
Tony Loves Skippy's number 84729.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he comes through and he shows up. We've been wanting to do the Star Trek episode ever since we started talking about doing the podcast.
You got to talk to him this week too to remind him like he's gonna
I messaged with him.
You know what? And
earlier.
I'm gonna get out of work early too.
Yeah.
I'll get out of work early so we can have a good like fucking 4-hour episode. 5.
Yeah. I guess I have to find a piece of music to go out with,
Yeah.
huh?
Get some outgoing music. So thank you for viewing our show tonight. I don't know if it was kind of lame.
No, tonight was great.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Tonight was awesome.
We said some outrageous stuff.
Tonight was awesome.
Awesome Dawson. Watch our fucking show, you Star Wars geeks.
You Star Whores.
You Star Wars, man.
A bunch of freaking Star Whores.
Star Wars, you fucking
Alright, with that being said.
Robert.
Join us next week for Star Trek.
See ya!
You know, Investigative TV show!
You're Django Fett, aren't you? I've heard of you, you know. I'm Mademoiselle.
You must be new to the business.
Why? Because you haven't heard of me?
No, because you're reckless. You could learn a thing or two about being subtle.
You call that subtle? You just brought down a Republic prison.
My plan didn't include you, or the chaos you started back there. You cost me my ship.
My plan didn't include you trying to hijack my prisoner. Anyway, you should thank me. This babe is a big improvement over that relic. I've never seen a ship like this. What is she, anyway?
She's a fire spray pursuit special. One of 6 prototypes manufactured for the prison. She's the last of her kind now.
Won't the Correctional Authority hunt her down?
I've deactivated her transponder. They'll assume she was destroyed with the rest. We're in the clear. We're ready for the jump to light speed. Let's see what she can